and we're live. Welcome to the Banter Nationalism, the episode CXII. Let's just play the theme music whilst everyone's getting ready.
I don't speak foreign.
Banter nationalism, banter nationalism, banter nationalism, banter nationalism. Sing the theme tune, banter nationalism.
Cock and bollock nationalism.
Banter nationalism.
The one true banter nationalism.
Accept no substitutes or imitations, banter nationalism.
Nigger.
That's it.
Like nigger faggot.
That's it.
Nigger.
Yeah, well, okay.
No, we do, is that the mic test now, is it?
Yeah, that's just, that's the technical term, that is. That's what we in the trade say to test if our microphones are working. So,
It's testing, 1 2 1 2, a bit old hat then, is it?
Yes.
well, that's the old analog system. On digital, you got to say nigger, faggot, kike. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So, yeah.
Happy in the pub or something?
I don't know what's going on, so I'm just, I'm playing an unreleased tune. It's literally called 49trans.wave.
Trans? Don't like the sound of that.
Well, if I go to her Cabacos, have I got it here? Let's see if I got it actually on my phone. So this is the thing, and if I have a look at one of the presets,
It's the theme tune, sing the theme.
well, that's it. I haven't got a theme tune, so I thought, you know what, I'll just put on a song I've already done. Hey, this is different. 49's not trans, it says Birds Forest. But let's
No, I love the Birds Forest.
let's just turn that down, and then so let's just click on Birds.
Are we live or are we still waiting?
No, it's live. I said I was going to go a minute early, so we're actually on time this time, and there we
Oh,
go.
we're live now, are we?
Yeah, we're live. Well, it says it's live.
That's why you put the fucking link somewhere, you sped. That's how I didn't know you were fucking live last night and did a fucking Emmy's Big Tunes.
All right, okay.
Tunes, mate.
Yeah, but it's all right. You normally do a Saturday show. That's why I said to people,
Okay.
"Hey, Hemi, you know, I turned the music off on my stream, and I said listen to his, and there we go. I put it in
Oh, you're
doodling.
not showing us live again. Are you sure you're live now?
Hey, chat, am I live? You are live, yes.
Are we live?
Oh, I found it. I'll have to go to your channel to find it.
Yeah, I don't know how YouTube works. I'm just grateful that it sort of does. So, yeah, according to this, the preset is Birds Forest, but I
We've only
mean,
been live for about 3 minutes, and so all those mic tests are
yeah,
They're canon now.
yeah. Well, you know, it's
they're canon.
yeah.
Well, speaking of canon, I watched
Cannonball.
One Division earlier.
Oh, I was going to say you watched Cannon and Ball.
Ain't that shit?
What?
Yeah, it's a slow starter. I'll give it that much.
Let's have a look at this. So, Abacos. I'm really curious about this now. I thought we could talk about gaming and we could talk.
The gays.
Yeah, we could talk about that. But
I can talk about Dancing on Ice. I've just watched Dancing on Ice.
oh, we're also going to talk about samosas and how to smash them, and putting.
Are
Have
you-
we got Toller on then?
Oh well, you know, hey Toller, if you want to come on the show, you know, you're welcome to. It's live. It's. We'll give you the link to the thing. Oh, wait a minute. This is a follow-up to the Abacos Pro free. Abacos and
I'll
Abacos.
put some memes in there, Hobbit. The one you should put up is when you go into the shop for more beers and the police drive by. I'll put it in the memes channel. In the
All right, let's go in memes, because I'm just at the moment I'm all I'm doing is I'm sharing my screen, and that's the easy way of doing it. So if I go to memes, let's look at memes. How to live with a huge penis: advice, meditations, and wisdom for men who have too much. I got curious. There was a related link, like world records.
Mrs. Henny sent me these.
Oh, it was a world record for like world's largest vagina, world's largest penis, and there's like a 50-year-old Mexican, and he's got an 18-inch long cock.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, is that Jonah Falcon? Isn't it? He's got the biggest thing.
No, he's a Mexican. But there we go. So you see that in the chat. There you go, chat. There it is. When you're going to the shop,
you can thank Mrs. Gray for these memes.
Isn't that Phil Mitchell?
Yeah. Then is this one about Geralt?
Yeah.
Do you think Geralt will be able to do the 2-day challenge? No alcohol on February the 30th and 31st. I don't think even Geralt will be managed that one, will he?
I will do your Muslim challenge. No,
Inshallah.
No bacon and no beer for 2 days, and you have to go to mosque. Yeah.
February the 30th and 31st.
Do I have to shit in the street and use a watering can instead of bog roll? Because I'm not prepared to go that far.
Hobbit, do you get it? February the 30th and 31st.
Is it a leap year this year?
Yes.
Must be.
Oh, okay. There we go. Hang on. Isn't like the leap year February the 29th?
Yeah.
No, he's lying.
You're very confusing, Hemi. What are you?
There's no 30th and 31st. I bet.
Don't listen to his lies.
Yeah, because it's not a leap year.
There's no February the 30th and 31st anyway. At the maximum, February has 29 days of it.
Oh, I see. I see. So,
there is to me, goddammit.
So now we're backtracking on this, and we're saying that there's never been a 30 and 31st.
Well, I was going to change the Homer Simpson meme to how Hobbit uses a computer. Where's the any key?
Oh, there's a game called Goat Simulator, and it actually says on it, press the any key. Let me see if I got it on my downloads. It says Herc Abacos.
Oh, I've got Goat Simulator on the PlayStation. I think I got it for free.
Yeah, it's certainly a laugh for like 5 minutes.
Is that the same as I Am Bread?
No, I Am Bread is made by the same people, but I Am Bread is more complicated. Is that the right word? Okay. So I've got Herc Abacos.
It's like I Am Bread, like they did the Goat Simulator, and then they kind of up their game with I Am.
Oh, I Am Bread is actually quite complicated. It's what's the word I'm looking for? You get you're a piece of bread, and you've got to move around, and the objective of the bread is to get toasted, and you don't want to go on the floor where you'll get dirty, because then you won't be a good bit of bread. Whereas in Goat Simulator is you are a goat, and
yes,
that's pretty much it.
Aren't you a dead goat? I thought you were a dead goat.
You can be.
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, you might become a dead goat, but what are you saying? I don't have permission to save it there. No, get out of town. You don't have permission to save in this location. Contact the administrator to obtain permission. Would you like to save in the John Smith folder instead? Okay, let's save it in there then, because I'm not... what a bastard you are. Alright. So, I'm getting the... So apparently I don't have permission to write into my own drive structure. That's
I love that. I love that. It's like, it's my fucking drive. You fucking do what I tell you to do, bitch.
Oh yeah, but you haven't got user permissions to do it as well. So where's Nordic Scheitmare? Because I got.
Where is that guy?
Yeah, where is that guy? Because I got to say, like I've been watching.
Where's Capstan? I suppose he's doing a show with Brutus again. Is he the fucking traitor? Talking
about how much they've got big important things about. Hey, well, we can have big brained talks about monetary theory. I was playing Banished. I've been doing the Just Don't Like 'Em edition. And I've made a village in it called JDLE upon Tyne, where it started off as just Adam and Eve. So from one man and one woman has all the descendants of the village occurred. And the village, I would say, is pretty much complete. I've got a pub, I've got a church, I've got houses. What more?
What else do you need?
I mean, it'd be nice to have some agriculture. I'm waiting
Correct.
Well, yeah, actually, that's the point. I could have a baker, but a baker's not going to work without flour. In order to have flour, you need wheat. And in order to have wheat, you need a field with wheat in it. And I don't have any wheat fields because no trader sold me grain yet, so I can't do it. But this is the Abacus Pro, which is like the Abacus, but it's got an arpeggiator. Oh, prevented an unrecognised app from starting. Oh no! Oh! Please don't.
Buyer Ray says I legit have concerns that Hobbit is suffering from early onset dementia.
What? You what?
What did he mean by it?
Hey, what is this? I mean, setting number 49 on this is Transformer.
Oh, Windows Defender Smart Screen prevented an unrecognised app from starting. That's interesting.
Oh, nice. I can make a tune just by clicking with the mouse.
Banging tunes, mate.
Yeah, I'll say. What happens if I can I can't twiddle the mod... I can twiddle the mod wheel there. And that puts a lot of LFO in it.
Well, have I got to open the window?
Well, I am sharing the thing. No, I just got curious.
Hearing the theme tune.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I like it. Someone in the chat says, have a home, have a farm, have a forest, have an axe, have a sister wife. Simple as. It's like, I'd like you to...
Isn't a sister wife another term for...
cousin brother.
No. They call themselves sister wives, don't they? The fucking Mormons. The Mormons and their multi-wives. I think they call each other sister wives, I think.
Okay. Oh man, I shouldn't be doing this now because we're going to have a serious talk about monetary failure and what is the value of money and how is money used and why don't we use tally sticks and what's this Bitcoin I hear all about? Or we could be...
Oh, sorry. This is off topic, but I've been watching the Cobra Kai thing on Netflix.
Never die.
Oh, my missus watched that. She said she enjoyed it.
It's fucking Johnny like such an old man boomer with everything in his face.
I've seen that bit where he says about all the times that Danny attacked him for no reason. He said that I was just in the toilet chilling, and he comes up and squirts me, covers me in water. Because apparently that's where it comes from, doesn't it? It was like there's some fan film where it was like, what if Danny was the bad guy? Wasn't it?
Well, I mean, he did win, but like kicking him in the leg, and that was an illegal move. So
and kicking him in the face. You technically weren't allowed to do that.
You're not allowed to kick someone in the
crane
face.
Kick.
Yeah. So yeah. I am now melting. Now my.
Have you watched all of it then, Scuggy, or you finished the third series?
I'm about halfway through the third series.
Yeah.
Oh,
it looks like they reckon Silver's going to be back for the next series, don't they? Remember the bad guy from Karate Kid 3?
Oh, I can't remember. I just remember the first one mainly. I've seen them all, but it's been ages since I've seen them.
Weirdly enough, I've never ever seen the second one.
I can't remember that. I remember the one. The
second
first
one's
one
where he goes to Japan. I've never seen that one, but I've seen 1 and 3.
Yeah, I've seen the Japan one.
I wonder if they'll get old Hilary Swank back for it.
You dishonor my family.
I've
How
seen
Hobbit uses a computer.
I've seen a dissection of the Back to the Future where Biff is the victim. It was convincing. His attempts at rape aside, of course.
Yeah. What's worse, rape or incest?
What's the difference?
Well, if there's anything a wise man taught me, it's you've got to fuck 'em before the packies do.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hobbit, important question. Do you wipe your own arse? No, I get my butt.
You say Michael J. Fox You say let's do the character. Are you saying Marty McFly was a huge listener of Brutus? Then is that what it was?
Yes.
Or his mum was, because he goes back in
Do you
time.
reckon old Doc Brown come in said, "You've got to listen to this podcast. It's crazy."
The main co-host has a brown girlfriend, but he's racist.
So
That's crazy, isn't it, Marty?
In the future, the racists have brown girlfriends. What the fuck?
I don't know about this Adolf Hitler guy, Doc. Oh.
So, I am looking forward to the new collaboration project with Ayatollah and Brutus on Brown Minge reviews.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So they're gonna be saving the white race by impregnating one brown woman at a time.
Well,
I
someone's...
don't know if you can. I don't know if you can dissect Back to the Future. Put the theory that Brutus is if he's the bully, because he literally just attacks people for no fucking reason and steals their money. So I don't know how you can say he was the poor hard done by guy in it.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The baddies are always goodies or something. I mean, that's why feminists and gays always like them.
Hobbit, do you think that? Are you suggesting that's something we should do, Hobbit?
What's
when
that?
I'm bored, I go to porn sites and write in the comments, "Sweet, why are you doing this? Please come home. Your mother and I are heartbroken."
Oh.
I can't remember who it was. I was talking to someone, and whoever I was speaking to had actually read a lot of like female porn star bios, and they read like a fucking horror story, don't they?
What you're telling me that the one which really upset me was there was this wrestler called, what was her name, China or something like that.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
And it's like it is.
No.
It's not.
Have you seen the Triple X Avengers where she leses off as the Hulk?
I didn't know about that, but all I know is that she did,
China did porn.
she did not have
Please,
a good.
no.
She did not have a good life, and she died. She died early on. Speaking
Extremely
of people,
unhappy.
yeah. Speaking of people that died early on, and extremely unhappy. Baron de Rothschild's dead.
That's a shame, isn't it? I don't think he was unhappy, was he? He quite enjoyed being evil, didn't he?
Well, yeah, but he didn't get to murder as many babies as he wanted to, and so he'll
Bahrain's found the Biff video.
Oh yeah, he found it.
Back
Hey,
to the Future, Marty's the real villain.
will I get a copyright strike if I play this because I'm clicking on it now? Oops, something went wrong. Shit! Oh no, not the studio YouTube thing. Is it still going? Have I fucked up the stream? I don't know if I fucked up the stream or not. Guys, press 1 in the chat if I fucked up the stream, or 2 if it's business as usual. So, tell me if you can still hear things. Sad ending for the 8th wonder of the world. Right, use the middle mouse button to open the thing. And,
Brutus has privated last night's video already, Hobbit.
Oh, okay.
Why? Why have you done that for?
Copy link.
Because it was
address.
gay and boring, and I spoke too much on it.
And
Isn't that all of it,
That
not to worry, but
my favourite point where someone called Apu14, who nobody knows who it was, said someone needs to shut Ataman up and let Lion Duke speak some more.
Well, it wasn't just Apu who said that. It was my good friend Fremen on the Sand. He says, "Hey Ataman, yeah." He said, "Hey Ataman, could you give Iron Duke a chance to speak, please?"
Yeah. No, you're all right, Hobbit. You're still going.
Oh well, that's a relief. Yeah. So press 2 in the chat if it's just normal spactard behaviour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best kind.
Oh yeah. So
You are literally like Homer Simpson meme.
yeah. Well, if I'm so much like Homer Simpson, how come I'm not running a nuclear power station?
How come I'm so heckin' cute and valid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I don't know.
Got that fucking trans thing.
Oh, what, my
That
song? Setting number 49, trans.
Did you listen to last night's show? Scott? Had an in-depth chat about sex robots.
What the?
Yeah.
Why is it
We went through the FAQ section of a sex robot.
Oh,
site.
that's it. It was a deep dive. It wasn't based on the Metro
Yeah.
article about Tranny Janny with its broom attachment, but
Yeah.
it was, yeah, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know.
I'm not afraid of
Just
you
don't know.
anymore.
I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore. Have either of you guys seen Network?
Yeah, Network's a good movie. Oh, that's good. Is there a way I can like make this synth like quieter?
Does that kind of does that show that they've been literally jerking us off for about fucking 50 years now?
if not longer?
Because that's what that is. I mean, that's like a it's like a steam valve, isn't it? That program, because everyone knows how a Beale's saying is fucking 100% correct.
Yeah, I almost got a feeling like with the past 4 years, it's been very much like Network. I mean, I think Johnny Monoxide said it right. He was saying that, let's face it, Donald Trump has been a reality TV star for 20 or 30 years. Hello? Hello,
Who just entered?
We can ease.
yeah. Higher level autism.
Oh, it's that guy. That guy's joined us, Hubbard.
Oh, John Nakamura in chat, he says National Autism, NA. Nordic.
Did you have a question for that guy?
Well, no, I wanted to say something. Cyber Willy 77. So there's been a video that's been released, and it was shown like all the things that are promised in the game, and versus.
Was it Dreamcast guy's video?
His name, I can't remember it. Did I post it? Did I post it in Doodling Pad and at you on it?
Yeah, by Ray, you're right. Early onset dementia.
I hope.
Not my early onset dementia.
Oh yeah, here it
Press
is.
S for Hobbit's memory.
It's Croby Cat, overpromised, so undelivered.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I'll have a look at that. You should have a look at the Dreamcast guy's video about it, because they basically lied. They lied through their teeth when they came up at E3 with the demo of the game. It was all fake. None of it had even started to be developed or anything.
So
it's really bad.
In other words, it was a non-playable demo, I believe, is the euphemistic call for it. Yeah, because I was looking at there was apparently like trailer footage of the game released in 2018. I was like, wow, that's a cool game. I want to play that game. I don't want to play this game. And it's like, I'm hoping they will do a Hello Games, and in 3 years' time, they'll actually like... they'll update it and it'll be a playable, fun game, because it's still sort of fun. But put it this way, there's like one of the side
the storyline's brilliant. Like the writing and everything in the game is absolutely brilliant. The developers have, they've tried their best with it, but I think a lot of it is it's top down. Like it's the management.
Was it too ambitious? So what was the problem? Was it too ambitious or?
It's too ambitious. They haven't done basic things right.
They just said we're going to Witcher it, because The Witcher 3 came out, which is like their most critically acclaimed game. It came out with some issues. They managed to get some patches in there. It fixed the game and it made it absolutely perfect. And they pretty much just assumed that they could do that again. They were like, oh no, don't worry about it. We'll just Witcher it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
just get the bums on seats and then try and sort it out.
Yeah, try and get the money. Try and get them pre-order bucks.
But the fact is, there's basic things in the game which don't function, like hand-to-hand combat. There is a boxing side quest in the game, and I've completed it. And the boss, I was up in the boss fight, and I was told you've got to punch him in the stomach. That's his weak point. And all right, so I'm having a fisty fight with him, and he's not even facing me. He's just shadow boxing the air. So I go around and I punch him in the back and the kidneys, because I'm thinking to myself, and actually as a point, it counts as the stomach. So I'm punching him in the kidneys, and then he's punching and he's still shadow boxing, and suddenly like, oh, 3/4 of my health is gone, because apparently like fists go round to the back, and It's bullshit. I mean, there's been times when I've been in gunfights and I've been crouching down behind a barrel, and I think to myself, well, that's okay. The guy's shooting at one of my allies, so he's pointed over there. And so but then tracers come up with his gun at 90 degrees to shoot me. And I'm thinking, can't you even have the guys, like, doing it? And then there's bugs in the game which aren't bad, they're just funny. Like, I was being a detective in someone's apartment, and they gave me a tour of it, and then they said, okay, I'm just going to stand here now, and if you want to explore, I'll be waiting here for you. And then she just starts T-posing, and I was just... It's like, oh, LOL, funny meme T-pose. It made me laugh. It really did. My favourite, of course, is when I'm driving around town and occasionally my character starts T-posing out of the car.
Yeah.
So
It's just...
go on then. You carry on talking about it. I just want to talk about Tomb Raider when you're done, because I've just completed that.
From what I heard from Dreamcast guy, the people that were supposed to catch all of these bugs and were supposed to tell the upper management and the developers and everything, they were trying to do it, but it was just falling on deaf ears. It's almost like upper management, all they cared about was just getting people's money, and we'll deal with the fallout when it happens. But I don't think they quite estimated that the fallout was going to be as bad as it was. Unprecedented moves from both Xbox and PlayStation to take the game down from its store and give people full refunds. Like, Sony do not give out full refunds ever. They're like, oh, you download game, yeah, you not get refund. Oh, you look at game, you not get refund.
No ticket, no clubs.
Yeah, now they're like, yeah,
Full
refunds for everyone. So they fucked it. They've screwed the pooch. They just CD Projekt Red is just hemorrhaging money now at like no man's business pace.
If this was a car, the brakes don't work, and when you go into second, occasionally you go into fifth. When you push on the accelerator, nothing happens, and then suddenly a huge burst of acceleration making you shut into the car. Did I mention the brakes don't work? When you turn on the lights, that will make the engine stall. Occasionally when you turn on the lights, the engine will explode. Did I mention the brakes don't work? And also, you go into the seat, but the seat is at a 45-degree angle, so you've got to crick your neck round in order to look straight ahead. And upper management's all busy like snorting cocaine and huffing their farts, and you've got people in the factory below. It's like, boss, should the seat really be at a 45-degree angle? And they're all just like going, brap, oh yeah, that was a particularly pungent one. Get back to work, peasant. 120-hour work week for you.
Just a wine glass to the arse.
That's it, yeah. Literally South Park.
More like a champagne flute, isn't it?
Champagne flute, martini glasses, steins, because, I mean, those Polish kielbasa braps are particularly pungent. Plus they have stuffed cabbage. What did you want to say about
Tomb Raider?
What I was talking about, have you has any of you played Shadow of the Tomb Raider?
I've played a little bit of it.
Well, someone was moaning that supposedly isn't like Tomb Raider supposed to be like SJW now.
Yeah, she's got no baps.
Yeah, but the thing is, you play the game and it's literal white savior complex. It's like the only person that can do it is Lara, and spoilers, you know, people die, and that means that she's the only person that can kill the bad guy and save the planet for the poor downtrodden Mexican people.
So you're having fun with Tomb Raider, then?
Absolutely hilarious.
Save me, Ray Sue. You're my only hope.
Yeah.
I like Tomb Raider 2 when she had the massive bap, so I was looking forward to when physics.
Oh,
was
you can
like...
actually get you can get that skin in Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
What, with the triangular baps?
Oh no, that's what I'm talking about.
think it's you can get PlayStation 2, Tomb Raider 2 Lara, and then there's one that's from like one of the other console games, which I assume is like a PS2 because it's better graphics than the thing.
Which outfit is it?
Like goth, big titty goth.
Ah, yeah, that's Angel of Darkness. That was on the PS2.
That's the one, yeah.
Or like Angel of Dankness.
But it was just absolutely hilarious. All these little fucking brown people are absolutely useless. The only person that could do it was Lara Croft.
Yeah.
And the funniest part is you're walking around in this Incan outfit, you know, one of those outfits where you can only get through, and like you're talking to people in like RP, and none of the guards have noticed.
Oh, that's a nice preset. I can't remember what the name is because it's one of those Ching Chong Ping Pong games, but it's like a beat 'em up game, but it's just got girls and it's got very accurately modelled, wavy, wobbly hair and tits and asses as well.
Street Fighter.
It's not Street Fighter. I don't think it's Dead or
Oh,
Alive.
you're talking about? Is it DOA? Not dead on arrival, but there's a game called DOA, isn't there? Which is a female fighter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big Dead or Alive, yeah.
I don't know what game it was, but it just literally seemed to be like girls like jumping and face-sitting attacks, and tits were wobbling and skirts, and it was all very exciting.
It just sounds like me.
Are you sure you weren't watching a porno, Hobbit?
No, it was a proper beat 'em up. It's like they had health bars and they were punching
when we
one
say
another.
DOA, we're not talking about this DOA.
Where's Top Cat?
Yeah, we are.
Where's Top Cat and
With Top Cat, with Top Cat.
You know that fat bitch, that fucking pipe bitch that fucking Top Cat is obsessed with.
Don't you be insulting my DOA.
Fat bitch, you know.
I
She's
will
not
chimp
fit.
for her.
Like, she's got a posh voice, but she's not fit.
She is. Stop lying.
We stitched you up with him the other night, didn't we, Nordic?
Yeah, you bunch of dicks.
Yeah. Oh, is that the time? Must be going to bed.
Yeah, is that the time, all consecutively around the right time?
You know, when there's someone there's someone in a pub who you're friendly enough to talk with, but at the same time he's really boring, Brutus.
Yeah.
So you look to have like a mate you can have in between yourself and him, so he doesn't talk your ear off. You would.
Basically, something you can chum the water with,
that
Hobbit.
you might accidentally punch after 6 pints because he's doing you nutting, but you know you'll go for a kebab and some cheesy chips together later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That was Brutus's birthday pisser was so funny because it was like I was sat there talking to Brutus on a full table, and then 2 minutes later there's just me and Brutus talking, and everyone's outside on a table.
If they had enough Brutus.
Yeah. Poor
Christ.
That's all right. At least if I come out drinking, your only issue is stopping me from getting into scraps with random Jobsworths.
Jesus Christ! Is that actually possible? Like random Jobsworths are literally everywhere now.
If you grab my arms and my legs at the same time, then it's perfectly possible. If you just grab my arms,
go anywhere with it? Can you actually go anywhere without bumping into a random Jobsworth now?
No. Especially since COVID, everyone's a fucking Jobsworth.
Yeah, Jesus.
Excuse me. If you got a mask, excuse me, go shove your head up your ass.
Nah, I'm trying to quit.
Yeah.
Do you want a mask?
I remember when it first started and I was more rebellious. There was this woman in like a Shell garage and she kept wobbling on about masks and I was deliberately not getting the hint. She even gave me a mask for free and then she carried on wobbling about wearing masks. I took the mask and still nodded and smiled at her.
Like some dude in fucking Starbucks chased me halfway across the shop yesterday to ask me if I had a face mask on.
Oh, Jesus, you didn't drop your $12 latte, did you?
No, I nearly did.
Not my pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, don't buy any of this bullshit that he's poor. Fucking hell. Starbucks
Mate,
for coffee with his.
fucking Starbucks is now cheaper than Costa. It's fucking bullshit. I might have
Cost
to get
a
a new
fucking
gift.
fortune, more like. Hey.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a new
Cost a
reward
fucking
scheme with
packet.
Starbucks.
Have you seen there's like drive-through fucking Costas drive-through Costas and fucking Starbucks everywhere now?
Yeah, they demolished one of the old scout huts up here to put a drive-through Starbucks there and an electric car fucking recharge station. So I think we needed the scout hut more, actually, to be fair.
That's all it'll be. It'll just be Tesco, Amazon, and Starbucks.
Yeah.
Just
Try and come up with a decent
I like
message.
the idea of co-op a lot more than Tesco's.
Well, Ray says, but Hemi, his accent tells me he's poor.
Go and get yourself a sports bra, you fucking
You
fat
fucking
cunt.
bastards! How dare people in the chat say such things?
What,
Jelly
you're
tits
as
ass.
bad as Ralph.
I got my drop now.
Jelly tits ass.
What's that? You're as bad as Ralph.
No, it's playing the thing though. No, it's the jelly tits ass.
Oh, yeah.
jelly chich.
Jelly tits ass. I can play it on repeat.
Jelly tits ass.
But I can't actually
Jelly
hear it.
tits
I don't
ass.
think anyone can hear it.
Jelly
I
tits
can't hear
ass.
it.
Well, you're not
Jelly
getting any
tits ass.
sound through.
Jelly tits
No,
ass.
you can hear this
Jelly
one.
tits ass. Jelly tits ass.
Absolutely blown the fuck out by DOA, mate. Didn't want to fucking know his fat jelly tits ass. And neither did
Jelly
fucking
tits
Lioness
ass.
from the other
Jelly
group, did she,
tits ass.
Topcat, when you were
Jelly
joining
tits
in?
ass.
Fucking
Jelly
fat
tits ass.
woman abuse.
Jelly tits ass.
Cunt.
Jelly tits ass. 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 Oh, that's like a sound collage. Oh, jelly tits ass.
I
Oh,
expect
Bar Ray said, I just realised that Ralph thinks that Britain is like India, which is why he behaves the way he does.
yeah. I don't think I'll ever get tired of jelly tits ass.
We won't either, because we literally can't hear you replaying it over and over again.
I know, but you would in the chat. So
I can see the line going up. I can see the line going across the screen, but I can't
so you can't
hear it.
But then again, it's probably good you can't
You're
hear
not
my.
sharing audio. Fucking hell.
Yeah, but if I share audio, then you'll hear yourself repeated. So what if I? Okay,
I won't.
ready? Well, stream quality, change window, stop streaming, stream quality.
Don't stop streaming.
No, I'll stop the Discord screening and share again.
No. Stop the Discord one. Open it again, and this time share audio.
Yeah. Okay. It's not giving me an option to share audio. Because I'm sharing the screen.
Oh, Phil's joined us.
Yeah, alright. How's it going?
It is. Yeah. We're certainly going. All right. So if I do VLC and I'll.
Previous comrade.
It's not giving me an option to share audio.
Yeah.
Oh. Hang on. There is an option to. I think it is. So if I do that.
Jelly tits
Remember,
ass.
Henry,
Yes,
we
little
decided
jelly
the other
tits
night we're
Jelly
going
tits
full,
ass.
we're going full
Jelly
commie with
tits
Phil.
ass. Jelly tits ass. Jelly tits ass. Jelly
Communist
tits ass.
takeover night.
Jelly tits ass.
White communism.
White Sharia communism.
Yeah.
You got any more of that?
Do I have to reseed?
Yeah, you have to
Oh, what's the
read
Galahad?
things, yeah,
What's the Galahad situation? Are we doing an update on the Galahad situation?
Well, I've only got
I
one
thought you
left
and
of
Hobbit
that
were saying the other
situation,
night you
yeah.
couldn't find any or something.
Oh, it's Galero.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I couldn't
there's
find.
loads where I am.
I couldn't find Galero in Galere in Lidl. I think that's Aldi.
No, it's fucking Lidl. It literally is.
Oh
Lidl. It's just
no,
that you
yeah,
might not have it in yours.
it's Aldi that does Saint Etienne, which is definitely not Stella Artois.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, while you're on,
Yeah,
Phil,
I'll
you've
be
seen.
saying that,
You,
yeah.
have you seen the Pimlico plumbers situation?
Excuse
What,
me.
where they've been fucking bourgeois knobheads, where it's like, you're not working for us unless you've had your vaccine, you fucking...
Yeah.
Know me?
Yeah, this is what the government's going to do, isn't it? It's controversial laws that they don't want to implement, They're just going to urge big business to do it, aren't they?
Yeah, it'll be like, we're not going to force you to do anything. All the business would be like, you want your wages? Come and fucking get your job then. You little bastards.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is exactly the sort of thing that the government should be putting a stop to because it's fucking immoral.
Yeah, well,
that fucking Charlie prick is no kind of a scientist or fucking doctor, so I don't trust his medical opinion on it. I don't even trust his opinion on hair because his hair is a fucking state.
I'm not having a fucking job end off, and I'll just lie that I've had one. If they ask if I've had it, I'll say, yeah, I've had it, mate. Just fake the documents and everything. I'm not fucking having it.
I mean, would there be anybody saying like, yeah, I don't need a vaccine, I've already had it. Yeah, I was sick for 2 weeks, but you know, I've got it now, so I'm alright.
Did you know they find traces of COVID in people's system after they've had a vaccine, Hobbit?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm shocked.
But
I'll just say,
but then again, it causes the PCR. The PCR test will do anything.
That's literally how vaccines work. They give you a little bit of the disease so your system can get... It's like fucking hell, isn't it?
Yeah, but the average person doesn't know that, and they're relying on the pure ignorance of the masses.
The average person doesn't know what the fuck they're on about in every regard. Yeah, I wouldn't trust them.
Well, I mean, just look at the average person in PA. The average person in PA probably doesn't know that Toller likes to burn the peel out, do they?
Oh, he wants to smash a samosa, and he has. He's having a half turmeric. Half turmeric? Yeah.
Who the fuck?
What, is he actually impregnated her?
Yeah.
Is she actually fucking pregnant?
Yeah, he's gonna have a little turmeric monster roaming around.
How does
computer programmer?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
But of course we must remember that she is based because she delivers.
Phil, you're echoing, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, this Phil.
Yeah.
Fucking Phil and his communism.
Fucking bourgeoisie echoing again.
No.
Oh,
keeping the proletariat down.
I've got some content here.
The proletariat. See.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's MI5 recording the conversation.
It's on the phone.
Why would MI5 report it? I'll send them the tapes after the show.
Where do you guys think I work to be able to record Starbucks?
If only there was like a less intrusive way to record the show, like watching the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably, but they're insistent on having someone in the stream, so you know.
Yeah, well, saying like, "Hey, call it with the anti-Semitic remarks." It's like, but we haven't started talking about Jews yet.
Call it with the anti-Semitism there, Hobbit.
I'm thinking of doing a content. You know that thing, content, where we
content.
Never heard of it.
All right, so Scuggy, I will explain. Content is a thing what we do on these shows, so that instead of pulling things out of our arse, I can read what somebody else has pulled out of their arse and then go, God, what a load of bollocks that was. And the nice thing about that is rather than me going like, hey guys, I've had this idea about monetary theory and the value of wealth, and I don't actually think it works the way it should, and I think I'm all right with fiat currency, because why do you need a gold standard? The gold is only based on people's labour. It should be a labour standard because labour is the true value of wealth. So why is
mate, we're going back to pure gold. What are you talking about?
So why is it then that if like someone's labour is like, okay, an hour's work gets you an hour's pay, so why is it that a footballer doing like work for an hour gets way more than a street sweeper or a surgeon? What's up with that then? And how is it that some whore on OnlyFans can like make hundreds of thousands of dollary-doos a month because she shows her arsehole on the internet?
She's got a nicer butthole than you, Hobbit. Well, why don't you try selling your butthole on OnlyFans? See how you get on, Hobbit.
Well, you're saying I should find out what the market value of my bumhole is?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
That's probably fuck all, man.
John McNamara in the chat has said Toller is literally going to produce Harvey 2, so he's the right race.
Speaking of which, we got Harvey news.
Then if he's fucking Indians.
Because he gets the dollar he does.
Bro, they're both Caucasians. They're both Caucasians, so it doesn't matter.
They're both Aryan.
Aren't Indians the real Aryans anyway?
Yeah, they're Aryans. Got you.
My child's going to be Indo-European, just
While
like
this
you.
report will obviously have the most direct impact on survivors and their families, it presents all of Irish society with profound questions.
Just a minute.
The regime described in the
Who's
report
playing this Irish stuff?
wasn't imposed on us by any...
Irish stuff.
It was the Mirror. The Mirror just started saying, "Hey, nice show you got there. It'd be a shame if I start playing an Irish bloke talking about our homes are besieged by these black bastards. We've got to get them out of here. This is not the civic values that we fought for."
Good old Keith.
Pecora.
Keith.
Pecora. As
Iron Duke would say. Dragon Energy. Iron Dragon.
Pecora.
Pecora.
Paula would say Pecora, wouldn't he?
Yeah. So, now these blokes, they've been memed on, and they're willing to vote UKIP from what I saw from UKIP. So what's the story?
Bruce is willing to vote UKIP. Anyone he's sticking up from last night again.
UKIP.
Oh yeah, because UKIP still. You just got to vote UKIP, guys, and it will change everything. They'll close the concentration camps. They'll stop the mandatory injections, and they'll fix everything. You just got to vote, guys. If you vote, then it'll work. There's still a political
capitalism.
There's still a political solution. So, 4 lads posing for a group photo on a night out in Birmingham are all over the internet again. The image of the quartet has been doing the rounds since it was taken back in June. It has seen them become poster boys of various funny posts on Twitter and Farspark, among others. But some of the memes Farspark. Also known as Mark Zuckerberg's hit list, among others. But some of
you mean Facebook?
Yeah. Some of the May-Mays have portrayed them as racist or thick, just for the way they look and dress. That's a far cry from the real Birmingham and Coventry lads, Connor Humpage. Humpage. His name's Humpage. And then Kevin Roney, Jamie
Kevin Roney. Bigara.
Kevin Roney, wee bastard. And then we got someone here with the normal name, Jamie Phillips, who have been identified as 3 of the boys. The 4th did not want to be identified, according to the student website The Tab, which spoke to them.
What have they done to be declared racist?
Memes were made about them. It's like looks at your Paki Samosa and says, "I want to put a baby in that." Among the captions, a common
love Tassob.
Yeah, love me Tassob, love me samosas, love me Pecora pussy. Simple as.
Fucking hell, their genes are tight, aren't they? You can practically say what religion they are.
Yeah. Among the captions, a common theme appears that they hold simple, sometimes racist or offensive views. Don't like it, simple as. One caption on Twitter says, "It's sad what happened to that black geezer in America, but all this rioting and looting is just not on, mate." Another mocks them for supposedly being against the black...
So are they suggesting that is the Mirror suggesting that it is on to riot then? It's like...
Yeah.
Are they essentially inciting public disorder?
Yeah, so the Mirror are publicly saying that we should have mob rule and mob violence because they oppose the order. So another mocked them for supposedly being against the burn, loot, murder protests in the UK as well. It's stereotyping normal lads of being racist and simple, which couldn't be any further from the truth, Mr. Humpage told the Tab. Yeah, well, okay. It's just stereotyping dumb things said by white lads. In fact, Mr. Humpage, as a tattoo artist, has been working on the drawing of George Floyd, which he's now had stenciled onto his arsehole. I can't brap.
Simple as.
I can't brap. Mr. Phillips added, They've been trying to portray us as being stupid individuals. They're just trying to make us sound thick. It's a lot to do with Love Island, in my opinion. People come across as quite stupid when they're on there, and we have that kind of look on my gap year. We laugh.
If they're intellectuals, does that mean Brutus is going to try and get them on, does it?
Well, yeah. We laugh because we've all got reasonably well-paid jobs. The lads revealed the photograph was taken following a night at All Bar One and Slug and Lettuce in Birmingham. They had drinks at the... Is Slug and Lettuce a franchise or something? Because I've heard of All Bar One.
I think it is.
Yeah. They had drinks at the New Street Station bar before having a photograph together outside. The image was picked up by a virus-laden Facebook page first and has gone across the globe. Citation needed. It's not a globe, it's flat, and it's a dome, and it's a rink.
Yeah, but flat earthers travelled from all over the globe.
Oh, yeah. It featured almost daily in the popular The Office Quotes group. Do you not know it? Anyway, the mirror is being boring, so what's this Audi... Now, this is pissing me off, right? I'm not even going to play the thing, right? So here it is. It's saying... Aldi Shopper shares genius video showing how to slow down checkout stuff. So in other words, fucking cunt who needs to be publicly flogged wastes everybody's time, wastes the staff's time, wastes your time, wastes their own time, because, I like to take my time at the till. No, you take it to the parking bench, you cunt!
Yeah, you do. Just take your fucking shit and get out. That's how old he is.
There needs to be...
Pilot in the trolley, get the fuck out of my shop, you poor bastard.
Alphabet and some cat says, yes, Hobbit, it's a franchise similar to Yates's and Spoons. That's right.
You get your shit in the trolley and fuck off, or you'll get done for loitering. Now, fuck off.
There used to be a... There used to be a Yates's in my town, and it got taken over by Spoons.
Well, I think Yates's went bust, didn't it? I think.
Did it?
Or they scaled back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there used to be Yates's in my town as well.
But anyway, let's look at this fucking cunt, and oh god, I hate cunts that do this. Right, stop right there. You see how it's placed? She's put her milk style up like that, so when the conveyor belt judders to a shop, it's going to fall over. You put the balls the wrong way round. Now, I appreciate that this is toilet cleaner bottles and they're oval, so they won't roll that much. But I've worked as a till monkey before, and people that put their wine bottles and stuff like that way round, and it's like, oh, they keep rolling round and round again. And then when they stop and it goes over, and then it doesn't scan, and then they fall on the floor, and it's like, oh, now my wine bottle's smashed on the floor. Yes, you stupid fucking cunt! And the next one's going to smash over your fucking face. So let's have a look at the rest of her video, shall we?
Too right.
So,
what does she mean? Slow it down? Are you that fucking retarded that you can't just keep up with it? I like it. It's kind of like a little game where it's like, I'll fucking get all my shit in quick as. You know what I mean?
No, because you got people who insist that they're going to pack their bags there at the till, and I just said to them, there were times when I was like, look, there's benches. Oh, but I like to do it here. All right, can you tell that to the rest of us? Oh, you're being very rude. Yeah, you're being slow.
Don't care.
Don't care, you're in Lidl. If you want someone to be nice to you, go to Waitrose, you cunt. Anyway.
Little white cross, am I right?
Hello, you cunt. Is how I used to greet people. Hobbits used to. Hello, you cunt.
Hello, yeah, pretty much, actually. I fucking hated it. It is the most soul-destroying job you can do. I was literally like... I was looking for jobs. I was even looking to be a street sweeper. And it's like, you sure you want to do this job? It's only 4 hours a week, and it's like a 5 a.m. Yeah, I'll do it, mate. Oh, well.
Audi is tyrannical. Audi is what Kaczynski tried to warn us about.
If I bring up a website, let's actually bring this website. It's called Lidl Shop of Horrors. Lidl Shop of Horrors, and it really.
What's that middle of Lidl you were talking about the other night?
Oh, well, the middle of Lidl is where they do the non-food items. But this really signed up. So, Lidl, here we go. Arbeitsmarktfrei. And it says, you don't care for workers' rights, don't have to get paid for every hour you work. You like being on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I thought Lidl was supposed to be a pretty good job, wasn't it?
I've worked there. And Well, put it this way: is a minesweeper a pretty good job because you get danger pay? Because you won't get danger pay in Lidl. So
need danger pay in Lidl.
You do need danger pay in Lidl. So don't have to.
Was yours one of the lower class establishments?
It was actually one of the better ones, but that makes it worse. So don't have to get paid for every hour work. Oh yeah, this is a nice thing Aldi and Lidl do. They say come in like 15 minutes before your shift starts and just walk around the shop floor and face things up. It's like, so you're asking me to do work? No, just walk through the shop and do face things up. Can I buy any of those things? Well, your shift starts in 15 minutes, so you won't really be able to buy it. So you're asking me to come in 15 minutes before my work starts to do work. I'll tell you what, if you want me to come in at 6:45, I'll come in at 6:45, but then I'm clocking in. Oh, no, you get me to do work, you pay me for my work. I'm on the clock from the moment I set foot in the door. So suffice to say, well, now here's the interesting thing. But at the same time I was working there, they were doing an expose on the chains. So the word sort of came back as like, we think Hobbit might actually be a secret reporter. So could you be nice to him? And there are even times where like, what do you mean you don't want to stay here until 3 a.m. doing unpaid labour, doing a deep clean in the shop? Well, you've paid me up until 11 p.m, so I'm going home now. You'll have to get a disciplinary meeting for this. Yep, that's fine. I'll get a disciplinary meeting for this as well. Okay. Don't you care about me? Not really.
Not really. You're trying to get me to do work for free.
Yeah, and
why would I care about you?
Yeah, don't you realise how bad this will look on me? Yeah, I do. Don't you care about
Do you not realise how little I care?
Yeah, that was really the thing. And there was even a point, it's like, oh, well, we've spent a lot investing on you, Mr. Hobbit, and so rather than letting you go, would you be willing to come and work as a trainer or something? No. Oh, we'll pay you double what you're paying now. No. It's just because really the fact is you're on call for 24 hours, 7 days a week. Don't need daily rest periods. This is one of the things, right? I didn't understand about employment laws and daily hours and things like that. I do now, and I understand that the rest periods you have as a truck driver, it applies to all jobs in the EU. So here was a chap, and he was there until 3.
We're not in the EU anymore, Hobbit.
Well, yeah, but it's still applicable to these rules because they've literally done copy and paste on all the laws because they can't be asked to make their own. So a chap was working, he says, oh, I've got to work here tomorrow, and I've got a morning start. So he started at 10 in the morning, he finished work at 3, got into his bed at 4:30 in the morning, and he said he didn't get to sleep until about 5. So he said, you had 5 hours? No, I had to wake up at 9 to, get dressed and everything. And so you've not even had 5 hours sleep? Yeah, and I've got 11-hour shift. Well, that breaks numerous fucking laws, but here we go. So you don't mind getting only 2 hours of sleep, enjoy being humiliated in a fast-paced environment, then join our team today. So I'm just going to read this little bit of blurb, and guys, it's called The Lidl Shop. You can't see my fingers points, so let me do it with the mouse. The Lidl Shop of Horrors. And I'll just read the first paragraph. Do read this, it's brilliant, absolutely love it. In 1973, Dieter Schwarz had an idea. As he watched one of his employees kneeling in front of the shelf and stacking up the bananas, her face red with embarrassment for having failed to fulfill her duties in the assigned time frame, a new concept was born. She knew she could have finished an hour ago. Oh, she knew she should have finished an hour ago. She knew she wouldn't get paid for this hour. And yet the feeling of inadequacy combined with the fear of losing a job caused her to stay. This was and is common practice in the sector, but Dieter Schwarz was about to perfect it. If the sheer terror at the thought of losing one's income was causing workers to do 1 hour of unpaid overtime every day, then why not 3 or 4? If he increased their workload without increasing their hours and forced them to stay as long as they were needed, he could considerably cut down on personnel expenses, and this would enable him to sell at prices no one else could compare with and still make an enormous profit. He basically sells the product to the consumer at half the normal retail price, and his employees pay the other half. Employers break all the laws all over the world to squeeze out the most from their workers, but the Lidl concept is entirely based on breaking the law. Lidl cannot exist in the country that applies their label laws. Lidl's considered the nastiest multinational employer besides maybe Walmart in a civilized world, and rightly so. And this is brilliant. I mean, there's so many testimonials. You might even find my testimonial on here somewhere. But there's even like talk of managers where they've had like 5 hours sleep in the week and they've fallen asleep at the wheel, crashed their car, and they've been into work the next day despite being in a neck brace.
Oh, Top Cat said this is good content for a change.
Oh, this is good content for a change. Yeah, well, I just thought, rather than talk. Well, this is the fact.
Oh, hold on, that was interesting near the top.
What's that? Scroll back to the top again. This is some of the working conditions. Lidl's nastiest thingy. So, here's some of the working conditions. Contracts are for 10 or 20 hours a week. However, employees may be able to work full-time most weeks provided they never mention their rights. They're on call 24/7.
Yeah, my dad did that because my dad's retired, so he wanted like a little job that was about 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
And virtually every job he went for that was 20 hours a week, they expect you to work 40.
Yeah, that was the thing. I came into the thing, it's like, we got a 20-hour contract. Oh, so I'm working 20 hours a week. Yeah, but you might be on call for extra, but we'll pay you for it. So I was all right. And I was working 40 and 60-hour weeks, and I was like,
yeah,
all right, so...
And they're not, and they don't have to pay any of the holiday or any of that bullshit for it. It's literally just fucking not being... It's literally laws not being enforced. The government should be saying, hold on, if you've got these people in 40 hours a week every fucking week... They're working 40 hours a week, which means you've got a 40-hour which means they should have a 40-hour contract. It's like, why isn't the government? Well, we know why the government isn't fucking enforcing this shit, but why isn't it?
Yeah, I mean they're talking of here like so. Some of my Polish and Slovak colleagues.
Ray said the Germans are incapable of inventing something that isn't evil.
Yeah, that's it. And it's like some of my Polish and Slovak colleagues had to work 2 shifts a day, plus 5 hours at night morning, plus 2 hours in the evening.
Yeah, but they're only fucking Polish and Slovak, so they deserve it.
Yeah, I mean...
They're already undercutting people's fucking wages anyway.
To be fair, there's this guy called Chris...
Actually, it's people like that who literally don't give a fuck. They'll break any law going, they'll be scab labour, they won't unionise. It's people like that cause this shit. So I mean, imagine feeling sorry for people that cause the fucking shit.
See, yeah, well, I don't feel sorry at all. I mean, one of the reasons I go back to Lidl is because I like seeing the staff I was working with years ago still there, still with that dead, soulless look in their eyes, and one Polish.
Look.
Yeah,
I like the bakery though.
Oh yeah, the bakery's good. I mean, don't get me the quality of the food there is good. It's why I go there. It's because it's got good quality food, and I like the fact.
Hobbit is literally a scab consumer.
I literally profit from slave labour, and the fact is, having done it myself, I'm like, you know what? You guys deserve to be slaves. I enjoy the look of suffering in your eyes.
Like Top Cat says, this is the type of thing journalists should be investigating and reporting, but little let our advertising their papers.
Yes.
Phil, what do you think to what I said about like the foreign scab labour is the reason this shit is allowed to stand?
Yeah, definitely. Like Amazon talked about this before. They said that the immigration weakens unions, like in a private memo, and then they got confronted on it, and they were like, "Oh."
Well, that's it. Amazon are quite happy to talk about the reason they enforce their own diversity quotas in their warehouses is because when you've got people with all different ethnicities, they don't form unions and demand better workers' rights.
Yeah, because when you start talking about our ideology as well, they all disagree. They go, "Oh no, Prophet Muhammad says different." Oh fuck, we can't do this.
Yeah,
like, you can't get shit done. At the end of the day, you can't form unions. It's like with that farmer who imported Romanians. Every time they bring migrants in, you can't negotiate with them. You can't fucking negotiate with the owners of the means. That's why they like it. They like it because they can get whatever the fuck they want.
So,
like you're saying with Lidl, it's fucking terrible.
So just
to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if the laws were on the books to sort all of this shit out.
Well, they are.
I would not be surprised in the least.
I mean, there's you're entitled to an 11-hour rest period every day. And Lidl consistently breaks it. Now, there's times like, we say, lorry drivers, where you can have a reduced daily rest period of 9 hours, and you can do that twice a week. Capstan, if you get in here, you can say, oh, actually, it's 3 days a week. I always get that question wrong, by the way. I believe 2 days a week, you're allowed to, like, breach that. Say there's, like, really bad traffic or something, or for whatever, or you're
exceptional circumstances.
Yeah, if there's exceptional circumstances, then 2 days a week you can say, okay, I'm going to have reduced daily rest. I've got to take the ferry or something like that, so my rest period is going to be interrupted, and that's okay. But I mean, here's an example, right? And by the way, if you're wondering why I'm on this, it's not particularly Lidl; it's also Aldi as well. But the fact is, there was this.
Toys R Us used to do the same thing.
There was this.
One of my exes did a couple of shifts, and then she told them to stick it because they wanted you to literally do an extra. I think it was either an hour each side, or at least an hour. They wanted at least an hour free off you every day.
Yeah,
because you had to finish. You had to shut the shop up, and then you had to tidy the shop up. But tidying the shop up was on your dime, not theirs.
Yeah, no, that's it. And I'm just thinking to myself, no, look, I'll tidy the shop up whilst I'm here. And there was shops somewhere like that. You understand, like the last.
But this is another reason why we need a buyer's market for labour, don't we? Because people can then go, yeah, fuck you, pal.
Well, that's it. It really is.
That's what you need, don't you?
I hear you're playing solitaire very intensely. You've got a very clicky mouse. You have. But
do you like?
So the reason I mention about this is just because this fucking bint, a man shared his video on TikTok showing his method of dealing with speedy cashiers at Supermarket Aldi, and viewers were less impressed by his genius technique. So his genius technique is, like a fucking cunt, he takes up the entire fucking conveyor belt because, I'm sorry, I'm a spastic, I can't pack my bags quickly.
Well, do you get like bollockins for not getting a certain amount of cash?
Oh god, yeah, you're expected to like scan 58 items a minute, so you're supposed to be doing like 1 a second. But here it is, right? And the fact is, if you start meeting targets, they'll make the new target. So let's just read a bit more into this, for example. So not only does Lidl breach the daily rest period, but they really like fucking badly do it as well. There's even internal terminology for regular breaches of law. For example, an evening shift followed by a night shift, denying the employees legal time for an 11-hour rest period, is called a back-to-back shift. Employees are constantly harassed. However fast they work, they're expected to increase their speed every day. And not a day goes by without the manager telling them they are too slow, usually with a more or less subtle hint at possible dismissal. On one occasion, I was told I had to change a number of bulk pallets in an average of 15 minutes each. That's fucking impossible. I mean, 20 minutes is the fastest I've ever seen a pallet being processed. I managed to change them in an average of 9 minutes.
And does that depend? I assume that's dependent upon the goods.
Well, I mean, the thing is, they try and make the pallet. It's based on there's like some very clever like database management logistics system, and they break down each pallet and like what should be in that aisle. So you don't have to move that far. It's just like, oh, okay, you're going in the cereals aisle, therefore you'll have cereals. And you won't have anything for the other aisles in it. But then there's like mixed pallets where you try and stack the shelves, but there's like things left over. So number of bulk pallets, an average of 15 minutes each. I managed to change them in an average of 9 minutes. The following day I was given 8 minutes for exactly the same task. Employees only get paid for the hours they schedule, but have to stay until everything is finished. Since the amount of work can't possibly be done in the assigned time frame, the employers had to add a few hours of their own time without payment, like you mentioned with Toys R Us.
And this is where you used to put your foot down, did you, Hobbit?
Yeah, because I said, look, if you want to pay me for this, and I said, no, my contract states, oh yeah, but you expect to do it. It's like, well, it should have been written. My contract, the one I agreed, the one I signed to, the one I'm now honouring, is I work here from 4 in the afternoon until 11 at night. It's now 5 minutes past 11, so you open that door. You let me out now. And so what else we got? Here he is.
But then everyone else stays then, do they?
Well, yeah, because they don't want to be dismissed. They are slaves, and
yeah. But if everyone, they can't dismiss a whole fucking store.
Well, the fact is, the turnover is so fast. So basically, they just weed out all the people that aren't willing to stick with it, and then the rest you see are literal fucking scabs. I mean, that Polish cunt, he's got a broken jaw, and I think you got a kicking, didn't you? Literally, somebody just found you so hideous, they're like, I'm going to start kicking you. And I think that's why he came to England. And the guy is just such a cunt as well. I've never seen him smile or anything.
Was he your old boss then, was he?
No, he wasn't a boss. He was just like a colleague there. He was just a shelf stacker.
The lick spittle.
Yeah, and that was it. And I was just like, you're over in my fucking country. You're complaining about everything. Why don't you fuck off back to Poland? Why don't you fuck off back to the concentration camp you crawled out from?
Go back to Islam.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Fuck off back to Islam.
So, I mean, if an employee gets called in for extra hours at short notice, these hours are conveniently forgotten on the payroll. Yeah. Fear is the main means of
Well,
staff.
and then you have to ring up payroll and try and fucking sort it out, and they make it as difficult as possible.
Put it this way, you would probably have less trouble if you just said, yeah, that shelf of alcohol and high-value goods, I'm taking it home and I'm not paying for it because I've already fucking paid for it. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's another thing which was really good. It's not mentioned in this, right? But when I was in the shop, they had this thing because they didn't like people using their car parks and then going off into the rest of town. So they said, you can only stay here for a maximum of 90 minutes. Well, I used to take my car to the car park, and I kept getting letters from the ANPR camera people saying, "Oh, we've noticed like on numerous times this week and that week and this week that you've been staying here longer than 90 minutes. Here's a fine for £100. Here's a fine for £150. Here's a fine for £500. Oh, we're going to take you to county court." And it's like, hello, hi. I want to discuss this. Oh, we can't discuss the details with you. Well, I am the registered keeper of this vehicle. Have you ever considered why I might be here? Have you ever looked at the CCTV cameras, the ones which look at the thing and gone, when he gets out of the car, he's wearing the uniform. When he gets back into the car, he's wearing the uniform. Maybe he works here. Maybe we should cross-reference his fucking registration plate number with a list of employees. Oh, well, we can't possibly say that, but you need to talk to your head office and get it. Yeah, I've spoken with them, and they said they've spoken to you. So now I'm talking to you to say you can't. Oh, we can't possibly do that. I will see you in court then. It never got to court, by the way. But that was just a nice feature. Just like, so I'm being treated as a fucking criminal to come into here. And the entire thing is a fucking criminal exercise. That's why whenever I go there, I like knowing that I'm contributing to these people suffering. Every time you shop in an Aldi or Lidl, you are perpetuating slavery. You are perpetuating the exploitation of Polish scumbags. So the only way they could make Aldi better is if you were allowed to throw like tins of beans at the staff.
Here's 47 flavours for you.
Look, there's physical abuse and there's emotional abuse, but I think they need some extra physical abuse from the customers.
They need some funny abuse.
Yeah, they need some.
Oi, Polak, heads up.
Oi, Yaroslav, think fast.
Oi, Dimitri, think fast. Bro, trolley is noggin.
Fucking, would you go with Heinz or Branston?
Oh no! I
should actually put spikes on the trolleys just so you can stuff off.
Fucking cow dipper ramps.
No, my favourite would be if is the Lidl own brand for soups and tin stuff. It's called Newgate, and I was thinking to myself, isn't there a HMP Newgate? And I told my dad that. He started laughing. It's like, oh, we're eating porridge, aren't we?
Yeah.
HMP Newgate baked beans.
Fucking Aldi are getting a savage in tonight, and it's like we're always talking about Lidl's and Aldi's fucking. I just think Aldi's exactly the same, and I won't be surprised if Tesco's were the same as well.
Nah, I know somebody works in Tesco's, and he just says, "What, mate? Why don't you work with us?" And I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm done working in. I was literally looking for jobs. So I was ringing up places like street sweeping janitors, saying, "Look, what's the filthiest toilet in this city? What's the one where all the heroin users go? Oh, it's a bit nasty there. I want to inject somewhere else. I will clean that." And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, mate. I really appreciate enthusiasm, but we just haven't got any jobs. And it's like, please, I work in Lidl. It's like, look, I feel your pain. Go to Citizens Advice. Just quit your job. I mean, I was literally like willing to.
Is that how bad a reputation's that Little have then? Is it?
I was literally like, and he says, "Well, what prison have you come from?" It's like, I'm sorry. I said, "Well, normally the people that work here, they've come from prison, and it's one of the few jobs they'll do because not many people want to clean public toilets." So what prison are you? It's like, no, I'm not a prisoner. I work in the supermarket. So what one Lidl?
HMP Lidl.
Yeah, it's like, and it's like,
hey guys, what's up?
Whatever the German for HMP Lidl is. Hey, Merv,
we're just on.
I'm sorry.
We're just on my favourite subject of how to exploit slaves at Lidl and Aldi.
I went to Lidl today.
Yeah, I went to Lidl the other day as well. I love the look of suffering on their eyes as I buy shops. Just buy
and there's
the
so
entire
many
shop.
fucking Polacks that work for him. It's just all Polacks, isn't it? Scab labour.
Yeah, I saw on the way to Lidl there was a poster. You know the stone toss meme.
Oh yeah.
Where like behold our newest ad campaign, and it's like, you sure this will help us sell burgers? Burgers?
Burgers.
I saw one of those, but like on ironic. It was a Subway advert.
Oh, okay.
And it was literally just a black guy making out with a white woman, and it just said Subway. And I looked at it, I was like, is that like, did someone make that as a joke, or is that like actually, like, you know, reality imitates comedy?
Have you seen the Cadbury's cream egg advert where it's a black man and a white man snogging with a cream egg in their mouth?
Yeah, that disgusts me just because it's cream egg, and I hate cream egg. But like, add that on.
It is a bit sickly sweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
isn't the world record for eating cream eggs something like 3 or 4 in it? So.
What, before you go in a diabetic coma?
I can't imagine it's terribly high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's that high.
I heard somebody put like a number of cream eggs in their mouth and then suffered a dislocated jaw. I think cream eggs are unhealthy for numerous reasons.
Holy shit! Six in 1 minute.
So have you noticed that Mark Collette's doing a fucking film?
I was about to say that. That's why I joined right now. Have you guys seen what Mark Collette's up to right now?
Is he reviewing The Great Story Never Told?
Reviewing The Godfather. And he's got himself, he's got Laura Towler, he's got 2 people I haven't heard of, one's got a Mosley profile picture. And they're just talking about The Godfather of all things. It's like this nationalist, political thing, and he's like,
God forbid he actually watched fucking Zulu or fucking Snatch or
but it's so bizarre because I only know him as being this Wignat sort of retard bloke. It's just I click on the stream and he's just talking about, I was instantly hooked as soon as I saw the opening scene of The Godfather, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Godfather's overrated.
Insane.
It's boring.
Goodfellas, thousands of
It's an alright film, but it's just so weird just seeing Mark Collette talk about something that isn't, retarded. Like it feels like it's wrong. It feels like I'm in an upside down world.
Goodfellas is kino. It's proper kino. All right, so the fact I didn't mean to get. I mean, the fact is the title of this show is called Smasher Samosa. So congratulations, Toller, for your half-caste offspring, which you get to look at every day. Yeah, when you think about,
isn't it 25% Indian? So it's all right.
So to quote a wise man, if this pint of milk had 25% dog turd in it, would you still drink it?
It doesn't pass the National Socialist. Anyway, in German National Socialist, it's anything above 12% not allowed anyway, so you fail on that account as well.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, there's actual proper acceptable admixture levels, is there?
Yeah, they did. They did account for this because they knew people would try and fuck Asians.
So
it's Horus and nativist on with him. Oh, this film is gay and Jewish.
Oh, fucking nativist. Of course, as soon as he said that it was a Mosley picture, I thought, I bet it's fucking nativist.
He's ruining Mosley for me.
He'll say there's not enough Nazis in this film.
Well, of course, Marlon Brando's character would have fought for Mussolini.
Savitri Devi would have been based in this.
Obviously, the lawyer is Jewish.
So I'm just going to have that on the screen whilst because I don't really want to be doing talking about Audi too much. It gives me too much rage. So really, the fact is, I want to talk about Smasher Samosa. So 12.5%.
I hadn't noticed at all, Hobbit.
Yeah, no, I wanted to. Wait a minute, 12.5%. That's 1/8. So your granddad's 1/4. So if your great granddad's a Paki, then that's all right. Then is that what they're saying? A great grandmother.
I wouldn't say it's all right. I wouldn't say it's all right. Hobbit, but
no, but then again, the Germans, they do like race mixing, saying that, you know, what 1/8 Paki's okay.
Yeah, they had to do something about it because, like I say, everyone's always trying to fucking ching chong, aren't they?
If you heard the German song,
Laura Taylor's finally got herself a HD camera. Oof.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah. Jesus, don't want to see that.
She's in the 21st century, is she?
Oh, she's got Mark's book in the background. That's sweet.
Yeah. So, hey, instead of...
Has anybody seen Walking Dead? Has anybody seen Walking Dead? We're talking about a fucking gangster film, you dumb
I was going to say, what if we do a film review, but I don't want to play this film because, one, of the subject and the content, and two, I don't want to get a copyright strike. It's like... Liebowitz, Moshi, Holding, Shekels.
No, what you really want to watch is something like Fritz the Cat. That's a real, that's a barnstorm.
Oh,
that is,
yeah, I seen that film. Heavy Metal was better than Fritz the Cat. Have you seen that? Heavy Metal.
No, have you seen any other Ralph Bakshi's films like Wizard or is it The Wizard or?
No, I've seen Savage Planet. That was good.
Wait, is Wizard the one with the power glove?
No.
The Wizard is the one where they keep playing Hitler speeches. They're on an alien planet and they keep playing Hitler speeches.
Oh, well,
it's crazy when you know Ralph Bakshi's tribal origin.
Guys, can you hear this audio? I want to play just a little quick clip from it.
Wonderful and free universe. This is a movie about the gay
shit
from outer space.
Okay, so suffice to say that's just for the audience's benefit. Then they got to see that bit. There we go. It was just the title, and it was being read out by a narrator voice, which only came out on the left channel for some reason. But the fact is, let's just get back to this. This cunt, I'm gonna find out what shop does he go to, and he says. But the internet is washed with advice from shoppers who shared their technique for trying to slow down the stuff, include packing your bags away from the till. How about you put stuff in your shopping trolley, then you
surely you'd be in favour of this to fuck with the management.
No, because the fact is, the people on the till, it's not their fault. The people behind me want to get served as well. So you just get through that till as quickly as you can, stick it all in the trolley, then at your own time and your own speed, take it to the packing bench, and that's where you do your packing.
Or take it to your car where your bags are, like me and the missus.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to bring the bags in.
Employ your kid to do it.
Don't hold up. Yeah. Look, don't hold up other people in the till. Let's face it. Nobody wants to hear. You want a real tip. You want a real fucking like Aldi and Lidl tip. I'll tell you what.
I bet Nativist does tricks like that. But I'm going to get at the Jewish establishment.
I'm going to inconvenience the proletariat.
Oh, and look, his name is Ciara Neil Lutwalam. That's a fucking Irish name if ever I heard of it. Fucking Irish.
Yeah. Dragon, that's your people.
So,
fuck.
Yeah, Dragon, you know, hey, as Dragon says, these people have names and addresses. Find out who this person is.
and say names and addresses. You can send them a nice little surprise in the post.
Just send it. Just put a hand.
You actually sound you sound like a ringer for Keith Woods when you did that.
You write a nice little handwritten note. You wrap it around the brick.
Hold on. We've got to congratulate Phil on his Keith Woods video. That was fucking hilarious. That was.
Yeah, has he put the Keith Woods video up now?
Yeah, I didn't. I need to stop doing music at the beginning though, but I just wanted to put some North Korean stuff at the beginning.
English Scion, you are spot on. Watership Down is better than all of these Yankee foreign muck. Every single day, hands down, without a doubt. But anyway,
I haven't seen the play. Is the Plague Dogs any good? Because they did a cartoon of the Plague Dogs, didn't they?
Hey, mate.
Which is also written by the same guy.
I want to give my life hack for when you're in Aldi and Lidl. So this is exclusive OnlyFans content, right? My exclusive listeners. Here's what you do when you're in the place, right?
Laugh at the Polacks, throw tins at them.
Yeah, you definitely do that. You will feel immensely better, especially if you manage to knock them unconscious, and then when they get from hospital, they have to go back to work to do all the stuff they've left out. So it's like I can't be.
Do they actually get a lift? Would they actually get a lift to hospital from management, or would they just you'd be expected to crawl there?
Literally, just like us on the staff, it's like, can you just get the brooms and Janny these because they've fallen on the floor and it looks unprofessional. Can you wipe up the blood stains as well, please? No. So what you do in Aldi, they'll have these
Death Race 2000, but it's with trolleys.
Yeah.
In, Aldi.
Yeah. So in
Aldi,
you'll yes. In Aldi, you'll see items, they'll be wrapped up in plastic. I mean, example is like a 6-pack of water bottles of that sort, or fruit things. And you'll have a plastic handle on it to make it easy to lift up and carry into your trolley. And on the handle, there'll be a number. The number's called the product lookup code, the PLU. And what you do is you don't put that on the conveyor belt because it'll be too heavy and it'll stall it. So you keep it in your trolley. And then when you go past him, just look knowingly and say, oh yeah, I've got this in. So here's an example. I had like 2 baguettes and a 6-pack of fizzy water in my trolley. So I said to the guy, I said, yeah, you're all right. Nice weather. Yeah. By the way, I've got 2 baguettes in there and I've got a 166937 or whatever the PLU was. And he put that number in. He did 2 baguettes and he didn't even look at it. It was just like, well, that's the number on it. So I got those 6 bottles of fizzy water, 25p each for 25p. So there you go. That's how to buy 1 get 5 free on fizzy water in Aldi or Lidl. There you go, life hack. And there's a useful fucking life hack. Unlike this fucking Irish cunt who says, be a cunt to yourself, other users in the shop, and everyone, and look like a fucking spastic.
Hold on. There's some wisdom from Nathan.
And this scene is echoed further on in the trilogy.
Oh yeah.
And in Michael's wedding.
Yeah.
The tradition of it. Michael's and Apollona's wedding.
Do you know it's Jewish?
The relationship that
Vito
has with Carmela. And Vito takes the first dance with Connie as well.
Yeah. Reminds me of my time when I was kicking our babies up the Old Kent Road.
And yeah, there's just so many
really good.
Aspects.
Yeah.
You jump straight in.
Yeah.
And
I really like Huey Lewis and the News. So I think they're great. But, it's the early albums which are really good. And I think he knocked out of the park with the latest thing called, I can't remember the rest of the stuff from American Psycho, but it's just the way he was reading like a review of Huey Lewis in the News.
Yeah, you can imagine it's a review he heard somewhere else, can't you? I can't imagine Nativist has ever had an original thought in his life.
No, he's not.
Who is Nativist?
He's the nasally voiced one.
Concerned. He's 1/3 of Tassub.
Yeah.
Oh, Tassub are the people I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should keep that. They're the really boring ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really boring.
Yeah.
I've literally never seen a second of that.
One of them likes pedos, one of them likes fucking packies, and the other one's fat.
That's a propaganda call, then, is it?
No, there's the new one that sounds like a Scottish garant, and I should imagine.
Oh yeah.
A real political force.
The Smasher isn't there anymore. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah. Tuller's on his own because he was he was bigger than the show. I just love the way Collett's like, you sacked Tuller for race mixing. You know what? I'll get him on all my shows. Fuck you, Nativist. Fuck you, Euro. You pair of fucking mugs. I'll even fucking promote him.
Oh, good.
Yeah, fuck you, pair of dumb pricks.
There is light at the end of the tunnel.
Racist.
Yeah. Yeah, you fucking racist cunts. I'm going to promote him.
There's finally some sense and voice of reason at the end of this article. So one says, people think this works, we'll just scan faster, and then we'll throw the fucking items into your trolley, you fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Another asked,
definitely.
Literally Phil's responded to this. He says, where's the fun in that? I like to pack as fast as they scan. It's a game.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But one shopper said she simply asked the cashier to slow it. She comments, I have cerebral palsy. Just slow down. Meanwhile, others worried it would result in...
I'll tell you what, I can't... Has anybody ever heard that cerebral palsy fucking announcer on Channel 4?
Oh, no.
Wait, is that...
You're literally between the programmes and you got someone going...
Is that
it's
real?
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, honestly, there's something like cerebral palsy that does...
Yeah, there's not discriminating on disability, but then there's also, not having
they've got to be able to do the job,
palsy being an announcer. It doesn't make sense.
I'm just curious now because I'm looking at Channel 4 announcer and something came out as Welsh Jamaican. So let's just... I've got...
Right, nigga, we on for dinner tonight then. The B-man want that thing, you know?
Oh shit, Phil Spector's dead.
Right?
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Phil Spector, the music producer.
He made music for the Beatles and stuff.
Do you remember that the Ronettes did? Is it Frosty the Snowman? It's quite a famous version of it. He did it was quite an influential producer. He had like a particular sound.
Okay.
Channel 4 continuity announcers mispronounced The Simpsons. Let's go with that
the
one.
Splat Gun is loaded. A custard pie musical
Yeah,
with
just
lots
gonna
of
play it to the
mess.
audience,
Bugsy
not us
Malone
again,
is coming up in half an hour.
Mate, I am sharing the stream on the
streaming?
Discord.
Are you streaming on YouTube or something?
I do the Sunday show, Murph. Banter
On
Nationalism.
what channel? I'm not subscribed to it.
I'm a good friend.
Freeman of the Sun. It's alright. Harvey never puts the link anywhere anyway. You have to guess if he's fucking live or not.
I told you
It's actually in Doodling Pad. Man.
I told you numerous times it's my exclusive OnlyFans content, and you're not part of it.
Just so everyone can breathe a sigh of relief. Dual Citizen's alive and well in the college chat.
You are streaming.
Why is he everyone's fucking moderator? He was on that Daughter of Olive stream earlier when being gay.
Nobody tells me.
So back to this article. It says one viewer warned it's cheap because they scan quickly and have less people working. Use the packing bench. Shop elsewhere if you don't like it. Too fucking true. I want to fucking
get the fuck out.
Dragon Energy. I'm getting angry about your fellow countryman Ciaran here. You need to find his address. You need to write him a nice handwritten note saying, "You go shop elsewhere, you fucking cunt."
Yeah.
Oh, there's a hyperlink to his thing.
Oh, have you seen
Switch 4.
Ciaran
Have you seen
Elliott
an
Walms.
influencer of 35 has had baby with former stepson 21?
He's only got 2 videos. Why is it news? He's only got like 200 followers. Why is it news? I don't understand.
Because his life hack's got over nearly 200,000 views.
That's not much.
Well,
why is it in a national newspaper?
Because it's a slow news day, and the journalists are doing The journalists
Fucking
are doing
hell.
the same thing we do. Instead of doing work, they're just on social media all the time, and they go, "Oh yeah."
Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this from the Daily NPC?
I mean, you get journalism in the 50s, where it's like, I'm going to risk my life to expose the corruption and the mafia.
Face on this.
The mafia might kill me or something. And then you got journalism in 2021. 200,000 people saw a video about being a dick in Aldi.
Do you know what? I'm looking at his TikTok thing here. That face, I've seen it when we were doing a deep dive on sex dolls last night, Hemi and myself. This was one of the male models. It's
not a literal
generic face.
Not a literal deep dive on sex dolls.
He looks like he has a very generic face.
But look at that fucking face. I mean, that guy there is a fucking.
That's a very generic face.
That is a sex doll.
Maybe, but that's a generic ass face. Like, I feel like I've seen him somewhere, and I definitely haven't. It's just a generic ass face.
Well, anyway, Dragon Energy says
You're an ass
he'll
face.
send the lads round and they'll have a talk with
Shut
him.
up.
Yeah, come on then.
They're gonna
tell him, Murph.
they're gonna go
Murphinate him, Murph.
they're gonna go to his they're gonna go to his pantry and say to him like, right, you got 5 minutes to sort this all out, or your kneecaps are having it.
We'll just fucking have an IED war in the middle of the countryside, Dragon.
No,
Energy,
it'd just be, just a nice little simple. It's like, we're just here for a friendly chat. We are. You've upset my my Sassenach's
Hobbit, do you
spastic
want to
friend.
do the US isn't the only country with a far right problem? An article by Dawn Butler.
Really?
Oh, right, yeah.
Dawn Butler.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Dawn Butler doesn't have a dog in this race at all, does she?
Get out of town. You're telling me that the Italians are doing Roman salutes when they dress up as Roman legionaries? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Hemi.
To be fair, Dawn Butler is right. There is a serious problem with our far right in this country.
Yeah.
It's not the way she means it.
Yeah, she's right, but not for the right reasons.
We agree
she's
with
right
her
for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, we agree with Dawn Butler for the wrong reasons. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, where's this article then? Do you want to read it?
I'll put it in potential. Do you want you do it, Robert? You're the host.
Yeah. Yeah, defo a homo. Yeah, I mean, this. When you've actually put makeup on your face and you tried so desperately to look like a male sex doll, fuck me. Well, don't. The US is.
Yeah, I was about to say, choose your words carefully.
Yeah.
Oh, this morning of Bindema Kenny, the psychologist, after she was anti-vax, come out as anti-vaxxer.
Oh, sure. GCHQ will be having
Is Dawn Butler the one that went to prison?
Well,
and was still an MP while in prison.
Dawn Butler's the one that looks exactly the same as two other black MPs.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why
it
I'm
gets
having
annoyed
confusion.
when people
She's
point out
the Labour MP for Brent Central. The Labour MP for Brent Central, so important they labelled it twice, and she's written numerous articles for the Metro, so I'm guessing she hasn't got much to do in Brent Central, so she's got plenty of time. How many articles has this been written for the Metro?
Oh, Scuggy, I didn't know you were an Amazon delivery driver. Amazon delivery driver is caught on CCTV doing a poo! I'm having a poo!
They haven't got me yet.
She's got dozens of articles for the Metro.
She's done too many.
I mean, it's literally all she does is
Should she be serving her constituents? Mind you, most of them are in jail, so she probably don't have to speak to them.
Shit. Yeah, I'm guessing that's why she's got all the time to write for the Metro with like dozens and dozens of articles. So anyway, let's see. This is a BBC Pigeon article. Will you ask?
I bet she don't get many letters from concerned fathers, does she?
No. Amazon delivery driver caught doing a poo. When did you have a haircut, Scugs?
They ain't gonna catch me. What does he look like?
Doing a poo.
Does he look like Big Daddy?
Well, yeah, that is what you look like.
It's like Butterbean, the boxer.
I love how this starts.
Have you noticed the papers are absolutely obsessed? Oh fuck! Calling Helen Keller a fraud for her unbelievable accomplishments is ableist.
All right.
Oh,
okay.
My ice cream.
So, shall we do? Here we go.
Why is it the papers have all of a sudden become obsessed with the toilet habits of Amazon drivers?
I know.
There was one having a pee. Amazon driver is caught having a wee. Well, he is a human being. He does need to wee.
No, they need to be robots. So
yeah.
This article.
They need to piss themselves and shit themselves.
Well, I think the main reason it's an article is because if you look underneath it says apparently the guy had actually jet washed the mess himself, so the driver didn't clean up after himself. I think that's the point.
So
no.
So he delivered the parcel, and right after he delivered it, he just like squatted down and then just walked off.
Oh God, going vegan made me afraid of losing my connection to my Pakistani heritage.
Oof.
What made you lose?
What?
Like
wait, what?
Pakistani.
This is This is the liberal dilemma: is you either go vegan or you embrace multicultural food. It's reaching the point where they can't do both, and they're having a crisis of identity.
Are they saying that vegan's a white thing? Is that where that article's going to go?
I hope that's where that goes.
Do I really want to read this story because it's just white people be evil? Ayo gives me that.
Well, it looks,
go on then.
I'm skimming it. It looks like that.
Oh, but Hemi, this article is so bloody long. She's clearly got.
Do you want to do it today or do you want to do it Tuesday?
I don't want to do it ever. It's so bloody long. I mean, she's basically like got some white intern to write this for her because it's, well, for a start, it's all written correctly. There's no spelling mistakes that I can see. And it doesn't look like a bit. You know what? I'd much rather go on BBC Pigeon. We haven't been there for a while, so let's just go on BBC Pigeon. Maybe get get a bit more.
You don't want to do one of those other stories I picked out then. Supermarket workers deserve more than £10 an hour. Seems like quite a good bookend.
I didn't want to slaves
to the Aldi one. No, I think like.
What do you want to do? Calling Helen Keller a fraud for her unbelievable accomplishments.
She's fucking dead, you cunts. She's overdosed and you're dead and you're making fun of her.
Well,
who's dead,
week 40.
Who you murder Brutus?
Dear 63, who has Brutus killed, man?
Glasgow police don't want to know. But we got a public service announcement here. How to tell the difference between COVID-19 and malaria. I have the COVID. No, you've just got malaria. I have malaria. No, you've got AIDS. Oh. Nigeria Ministry of Health don't begin to alert the country citizens about the difference between COVID-19 and malaria. The Health Ministry posts for their social media handle to educate Nigerians say COVID-19 no be malaria and both disease they caused by different organism. Plus they get different mode of transmission, man. The nasty number of coronavirus cases inside the country decreased more. As the Nigeria Centre for Disease Control, the NCDC, record 1,598,000 new cases every day, making the total number of COVID-19 cases climb to a big number. There is the big number is written precisely, but
is that African ACDC?
Yes,
NCDC.
The NCDC. Yeah, they I like their album they released Back in Black. Even though
Black and white.
even though COVID-19 dey worry, the country still dey battle malaria. With the symptoms.
Also Brutus is dead. Brutus is dead. I've just found a Scottish Sun article. Man found guilty of inciting child prostitution, found dead in prison after taking his own life.
How was he streaming in prison? Was that why he had to go quiet when he had to put his phone on silent when the screws go past?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's
been doing his
Brutus.
shows from his own channel.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Like that's Brutus. Yeah, shit. Jesus. Oh, I've got a child prostitution article we could do. It's a funny one as well. So yeah, no, the audience could be like, Hobbit, how can an article about child prostitution be funny? But trust me, it's a cracker. Or are you gonna love it? So anyway, we'll get back to this important health. We need to know the difference, Phil, between malaria and the COVID-19. According to Nigerian Ministry of Health, COVID-19 and malaria, two different diseases. Where they share similar symptoms like fever.
Well, it looks like Brutus has been active since 1991.
Wow.
Puppets panic over murder number 6. Mum Tracy 21 is found dead in flat. Brutus has been active for a very long time on the streets of Glasgow.
Hey,
he got away with 6 in the 90s.
Hemi.
She's fucking dead, you cunts.
Hemi, someone.
What is wrong with you?
Jelly tit Josh.
Who is that? I don't get the reference.
Jelly tit Josh.
Jelly
tit Josh.
Brutus.
Jelly
Do you remember
Brutus?
Lacey Marie?
Jelly
Do you remember
tit
Lacey
Josh.
Marie, Murph?
Oh yeah, she messaged me recently.
Jelly tit Josh.
Well, Lacey Marie disappeared for a bit, and then there was a rumor that she'd overdosed. So Brutus
I remember that.
was up on his high. So then he was being interviewed by Unwashed, and I in the chat completely innocently said Brutus was seen buying a train ticket to Glasgow, and then he kind of like got a bit mad for no reason whatsoever.
That's pretty funny.
All right, I posted the link in the chat because someone in the chat wanted to see that story. So, COVID
clip of Brutus. Sorry.
So, it did take 2 to 14 days for COVID-19 symptoms to appear.
Play the full clip, Donny.
All right, let me go back to the thing.
Shit! Prostitutes are selling sex for £4.
Like no one is ever good enough, and they're always in it for the wrong reasons, and they're nefarious. And like,
Just describe to you, Unwashed.
I like to draw a little DJ parallel to this. Is right, you got the. If I'm missing, I don't know what you're saying out here. I've got Hemiford in the chat saying Brutus was seen buying a train ticket to Glasgow. She's fucking dead. She's fucking dead, you cunts. She's overdosed and you're dead, and you're making fun of her. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
One more thing, Brutus. One more thing, Brutus. Who did you see dead? Who did you see dead, Brutus?
What is the matter with you?
Look at my dog.
Everything.
It's insane. Do you think it's funny?
Yeah.
Brutus is buying a train ticket to Glasgow. She's fucking dead, you cunt.
No. All right, bro. Whoa, chill out.
Christ. Like,
Hey, who's dead? Just calm down. Take a shit, Brutus. Who's dead? Who's dead?
I was going to say we can wrap.
One more thing, Brutus. One more thing.
It's
one more
kind
thing.
of good for people to see that's what happens. Like there's
but Unwashed, you're a dickhead because she's still alive. You know better.
Yeah, it's not down the stream, Hemi. It's hilarious.
Good fucking job.
Oh, fuck. Like Lacey's death gets the slow cap. Oh.
Yeah, she messaged me a while ago. Messaged me like a couple of weeks ago. Although she wasn't exactly speaking coherently. She put the waving emoji. And I said, "Hi, you're back then." And then she put literally like incoherent strings of characters and numbers. And then I said, "Nice one."
Nice one.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah. Yeah, so
don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Okay.
Suffice to say,
I got her to apologise to me because she started shouting at her Alexa in the stream, and I went,
that was fucking hilarious.
She was like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, Nordic. I'm sorry." I was just
Why does she
sat
sound Pakistani?
Hello, I let Tolo's girlfriend now.
This man called Brutus tried to kill me.
So suffice to say, like you know what, malaria and chinky cough, they be different. They
based.
But where's this?
Holy shit! I've just found this story. Watches prostitutes sell sex for £30 at seedy hotel just yards from a police station. No,
I've got an interesting thought about the whole, like, they have to make sure that people know the difference between malaria and COVID, because obviously when it comes to the flu, COVID is a little bit worse than the flu, so it makes sense. You'd be like, this isn't just the flu, be a bit more careful. But isn't malaria like way worse than COVID? So you'd already be concerned about malaria. So why do they have to make the distinction?
Oh, there's a member
If you have
wall.
malaria, you go blind, don't you? You go blind for like a week.
Damn it! There's a member
So
wall.
why do they have to be like, oh, COVID isn't just like malaria? Like,
I can sum it up.
sense.
Right, the fact is, malaria is old hat. No one cares about it, and it's really nasty, and it can kill you. Chinky cough is the new exciting disease. So people go, "Oh, I'm getting malaria. Ah, maybe you have chinky cough. Yeah, that's way more exciting. Maybe you got chinky cough. Oh, it might be chinky cough. Hey guys, have I got chinky cough or malaria? Well, let's see. Are you dying? No, you got chinky cough. Are you dying? Yes, you've got malaria. Simple as.
With With malaria as well, the medication is supposed to be worse than malaria. That's like the big problem with
Yeah,
it. Like when you have the medication, you're supposed to hallucinate and your eyes bleed and shit. It's like really horrible.
And also, it's different. I mean, like malaria you get from a mosquito because it's got the amoeba parasite. The other one you get from a dirty Chinaman because they keep eating live fucking rats and bats.
Ding dong.
Why
ding
is it
dong.
like
I think I found out what Brutus.
Every single disease.
I'm
Hang on,
a subscriber
hang
to the
on,
theory
Ellie.
that it
All
was
right.
made in a lab. I'm just saying, I'm a subscriber to the theory it was made in a lab. So, actually, you're wrong.
So the thing is, we haven't addressed this fact. Have you noticed in my lifetime, every single disease I've heard about, every new disease that's spread out from
China.
it's all come from fucking China. I wouldn't be surprised if AIDS came from China as well.
I mean, the fucking Black Death came from China.
Yeah, the Black Death came from China.
Why the fuck do they produce so many fucking diseases?
I mean,
they live with their food.
Oh, did you? Has anyone been reading the chat? Jay said Brutus was slagging off people who commit suicide yesterday, saying we should shame them. The cunt. How do you shame somebody who's dead?
I don't think he has any shame.
Dig them up out of their grave and just shake their bones and be like, "Ha! You killed yourself, you pussy."
We're almost up to 10. We're almost up to 9 o'clock, and you know what? I think I'm going to do an extra hour here because I need to get all this this content through. But
I need to know about
How do you shame a suicide? If someone's suicidal, you can't shame them. That makes it fucking worse.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, I think it's saying after his dead, you have a seance, and you know, in most seances, it's contact like
fag.
Tell him stuff you never got the chance. Brutus does a seance, and he just goes, "Fuck you."
all right,
Fuck God.
Bear Ray. Yeah, I mean, you're right. China is still a fucked up society, but how is it that when India, the filthiest place in the world, and by the way, I need to get into some proper India hate. I meant to get like the images downloaded to show you like how much I despise the fucking Indians.
In India.
Yeah.
Why?
How many times has he had dysentery? So
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's wealthy.
Well, okay.
Not enough.
Yeah. So
his granddad is fully Anglo. He's an Anglo-Indian.
So the fact is that despite India being so filthy, all the diseases come from China. How fucking filthy are the Chinese? If that's where all the diseases come from, it doesn't come from India. It comes from China, and then you hear these horror stories.
I never thought about that. That is very true.
Their rivers are so polluted that they occasionally like spontaneously combust, and they've got these red rivers. They just look like rivers of blood. It's like China.
In the River Ganges, they bathe their children in the river where upstream they burn dead bodies. They do in it.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
They don't only burn them in. If they can't afford to burn them, they just throw them in.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
Actually, there's a Hindu sect that actually eats the human dead bodies that wash.
Yeah, I've seen an idiot abroad as well.
Is it Brutus?
Yeah.
Was that the man Brutus?
This is the religion that Brutus follows. By the way, folks.
Oh, it's based in tragedies.
They used to set fire to their wives as well, don't they? Like when the husband dies, they say, "Well, you're going now as well. You have to get on fire." And we
shit! I've got some news. I've got some news for Tuller. Ex-porn star Mia Khalifa donates 117,000 quid to charity from OnlyFans earnings.
Oof.
Was that?
Hang on. OnlyFans. Didn't she denounce pornography and swear it off?
Yeah,
she's got a nice rack though.
Whore's got to make money, right?
Whore's
got to make money, so simple as. But yeah, no, I mean,
but she completely denounced it. It was like a massive thing, like a year or two ago. She denounced it completely and swore it off. It was like it's the worst decision I ever made.
She denounced working for Pornhub because Pornhub screwed her out of money. But she was.
Oh, but it wasn't for moral reasons.
Porno.
Was it just for money reasons? That's
it was literally just because of the money. And if my rabbit doesn't shut up, I'm going to have rabbit stew in a bit.
Oh, don't tell.
Why does everyone have rabbits?
I've never ate a rabbit before.
I saw an
urban fox for the first time. I'd never seen an urban fox.
Oh shit! Did you know Mia Khalifa's got a fiance? Jesus.
She's married now. But yeah, I was walking through because you guys know I live in London now, and we were just walking to Lidl, and there was an urban fox, and I'd never seen an urban fox before. So
I see them all the time. They're good.
I've seen like wild foxes in back where I used to live in the countryside, which I prefer, by the way. I prefer the countryside to London. Anyone who says that like urbanism is better, it's like a fucking melt.
Here we go.
Every way.
Here's the map I wanted to show. Like,
what the fuck? Someone in Fi Green said in.
Look at India. Look at around India.
Fi Green says in college chat, K was his second resort to bear children. Oh, he spelt bear wrong. Oh, he's illiterate. I thought, what?
The Ganges is literally a sewer. Yeah, I mean,
He means bear children as in have children, but he's written it as in bear as in naked children.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this is the map of like the redder it is, the more contaminated with shit it is. And oh look, thanks India. Isn't that where the Ganges goes out into the India? Well, yes, it is. Thanks India. That's great, India. Thank you so much, India. Really love
Thanks, Obama.
Oh, here was the thing, right? So there was my mate went on the holiday in Thailand, and he said it was really warm, and he fancied like going out into the beach. So he walked up to his knees, but he said it was a good thing he didn't go for a swim, because someone did actually go for a swim in it, and he had a rash and he had to be hospitalised because it turns out that beach is where like the boats, they're just parked off, anchored off, and they just empty out their bilge tanks, and so there's like raw sewage floats up onto the beach.
You've seen the top story in The Sun? The top story in The Sun is COVID conspiracies. COVID hoaxers allowed to keep spreading bogus claims on Facebook.
Oh,
here's something interesting.
No, I don't want to
think
cover
about.
GCHQ propaganda. Suffice to say, anyone who says anything bad about the vaccine, GCHQ would say, well, you're wrong. Simple as.
Kashmir is obviously disputed between India and Pakistan for ethnic and religious reasons, but it's also disputed by China because in Kashmir is the reservoir feeds it runs a river that feeds I think something like half of China's population or something ridiculous like that. So what I was thinking is India could have an absolute power play. Just they have the resources. It's actually quite a rich country. Build a city right on top of that reservoir. Poison the entire Chinese population. You wouldn't even have to do it on purpose. They wouldn't be able to accuse you of using biological warfare because you just built a city, and the people of the city do what they do. So just put into the reservoir, and
this is in Minecraft, isn't it, Murph?
In Minecraft.
In
real life. Who cares about China? Who cares about
I've just
China?
DM'd you the Sun page. Do you want to talk about the front page, because it's pretty much all COVID news?
No.
There's lockdown is set to be lifted in March, but the tiers system will return.
Yay!
With the NHS at breaking point, public is right not to tolerate COVID idiots. Cooped up Brits flock to beaches and parks to exercise after PM begged them to stay home.
They've got a name for us now,
Good
Phil.
people.
Once they've got a name for us.
COVID deniers.
Yeah, COVIDiots.
COVIDiots.
I thought
I got called one the other week.
COVID deniers.
How about this then? Online clothes sellers are targeted by creepy men asking for sex as inappropriate messages boom during lockdown. Brutus, what have you been doing now?
Brutus.
He strikes again.
Yeah.
Fucking guy. I mean,
He's
All right,
fucking dead.
so-
He's fucking dead, you cunt. Another one.
Murph, the two main rivers in India are the Ganges and the Indus. They don't go through China because that would be where the Gobi Desert is.
No. In Kashmir, there's a reservoir that feeds into the Yellow River and the Yangtze, and I think it even feeds into the Pearl River. It's one of those. It starts small, but if that's why China wants Kashmir. That's why China even disputes Kashmir. That whole reservoir feeds half the population.
What?
I'm pretty sure because it's the plot of Mission Impossible, the latest one, Superman in it.
All right, so I'm looking at the.
Hey, Hobbit, I've got to say, you got to put this one up. 'cause
Maths
the bird
wrong.
getting that jab's
No,
got some
Hemi,
big
shut up.
shins.
I'm not
Maths
wrong. I'm not wrong.
Geography's
It's
wrong.
Why would they do a plot of such a high-budget film around something?
Fucking hell, you just nearly killed Scuggy. Did you hear that? Fuck me. What's wrong with your lungs, Scuggy?
Well, that wasn't me.
Holy shit.
No,
Who's that?
it was me going re because I'm like
Right.
Hemi. I want to address this point. The source of the Yangtze and the yellow thing is Qinghai
Just show the
province in I don't have it. I don't. But anyway, suffice to say,
It's in potential stories.
Anyway, there's Tibet, there's Qinghai, and there's India. So the Himalaya mountain range is between India and China, and you've got a Gobi Desert, and yeah, they got different. They both share the same mountain ranges, but the water is different. So you got the water for the Yangtze, which is the longest river in China, starts off here, which is a significant distance away from India. So guess what? Turns out a film with a Scientologist might be telling you porkies. So what were you saying, Hemi?
Another story is they're talking about you're only one adult's going to be able to go to the supermarket.
Right, hang on. I'm Googling.
Okay. COVID conspiracies.
So they're shitting on South America then? Is that what they're doing? They're shitting on South America?
Hobbit, go to potential stories and show the picture of that bird having the jab because she's got some big...
Wait a minute. What are you talking about South America? We've been talking... I don't follow.
What?
Well, if you look at like the trajectory of like where all the fecal matter's going, it's like drifting off to South America.
Oh yeah, that's it. It all washes up on the shores of Chile, so that's where all the poo goes. Yeah,
that's quite ironic considering what Chile looks like.
Yeah. It's
the dish, I mean.
Oh, so quite a bit goes into the South Atlantic Ocean.
Because I think that'd be ironic.
Goes towards Brazil.
Food is from India.
Yeah. So
it's Chile. And they've eaten chili, they've shut out chili, and the chili's gone to Chile. That's clever. See, I think that's 4D chess. It's Indian 4D chess.
Earlier about Dancing on Ice. Holly Willoughby's boobies were looking fantastic tonight on Dancing on Ice.
Screenshot.
Potential stories, Skug.
Oh.
So yeah, here's a fun story about proud prostitution. Yes.
Oh, I hate that proud prostitution.
Yep. So this is going to be good because this is the news which no one else brings you, right? Fuck this COVID bollocks. Everyone's talking about ching chong chinky cough. No one's talking about ching chong chinkies in Australia with brothels accused of hiring 16-year-old dominatrix. So a man has faced bless you. A man has faced court accusing of managing a 16-year-old allegedly hired as a dominatrix at a Melbourne brothel. Wayne Jiangzhu appeared briefly in the Melbourne Magistrates Court on Friday, facing 6 charges including causing a child to take part in an act of sex work, receiving payment for sexual services performed by a child, and entering an agreement by which a child is to perform sexual services to another person in return for payment. He is also charged with failing to properly supervise a brothel, allowing a child to be on the premises of a brothel, and allowing a child to perform sex work at a brothel. The 33-year-old from Docklands, yeah, definitely from Docklands and not fresh from the boat from the Docklands, was a manager at Heidelberg Angels in Melbourne's East, while the 16-year-old was working there, police allege. Police alleged the child victim, who cannot be named, responded to an ad for assistant dominatrix at Heidelberg Angels. Heidelberg Angels. That doesn't sound like a very Chinesey name to me, Heidelberg Angels. She was allegedly a sex worker at the brothel from the August... No, she wasn't allegedly a sex worker. She was allegedly a dominatrix at the brothel from August the 28th, 2019, despite her age. Mr. Zhu held a sex work provider's licence, but made no attempt to check her ID, police documents tendered to the court allege. Police say video footage shows a child with a male customer who's wearing a high-vis in the hallway of the brothel around 8:40 p.m. on the 28th before she moves off camera. About 40 minutes later, the customer, I'm not sure why customer is in quotation marks, and the girl reappear before the footage shows the male leaving the brothel and the 16-year-old carrying a towel into the laundry room, police say. Police raided Heidelberg Angels on September the 19th, seized the hard drive and a security monitor. Mr. Zhu told them he had worked there for 12 months, was still in training, and was paid $22.50 an hour, police said. He could not remember the young girl, the court was told. 2 other alleged brothel workers, Cheng Li and Yin Yang, also called it Jing Yang, were charged with causing a child to take part in sex work, obtaining payment for sexual service by a child, agreeing for provisional sexual service by a child, allowing a child to take part in sex work over the employment of the same alleged sex child worker. Charges against a 4th man, Zhang Zhang, have been struck out because his name's just too funny. Mr. Zhu will appear next in court on April the 1st. April Fools, he's going to get released because, we need Chinamen for our economy, innit? Australia's so based with all the Chinaman, Ching Chong Chinaman in them.
Am I the only one that finds like the idea of it a dominatrix, but because of her age, it's like statutory rape. So you're like, it's rape, but it's a dominatrix. So they're like dominating you, and they're like, oh, shut up, scum. And but
she did dominate them.
Technically, you're raping them.
But it doesn't
that's weird.
It doesn't matter. She's under 16, so
obviously, I'm not like saying, oh, it's all right because she's a dominatrix. Like, obviously, that's not what I'm fucking saying.
I'm just, it's that line of questioning can't be. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty odd. I mean, where does like a 16-year-old get the initiative to? I want to work in a brothel as a dominatrix. That is
parents.
Just
I bet she doesn't have a father figure in her life. I bet you should.
Liberalism.
So suffice to say, all of the Sun is talking about celebrities I don't give a fuck about. It talks about how...
Oh, that story is interesting. I think it only broke as you guys were already streaming. The Lord, what's her face? Lord something, what he said. Did you guys see that? No, on Question Time, basically, the Lord Sumption was like, oh, cancer patients aren't this point. And this woman was like, well, I'm suffering from like stage whatever breast cancer, and I think your statement that we're not valuable is ridiculous. And he just interrupted and said, I didn't say you're not valuable, I said you're less valuable.
Actually, someone in the chat mentions, he says he's changed it. It used to be Heidelberg's it used to be called Dradelberg's Angels, but now it's Heidelberg's Angels. Dradelberg. What we got? We got stories from the Sun, and we got like Ian Duncan Smith. Oh, Ian Duncan Smith. He's still in politics.
He tried to be prime minister.
Fucking hell, you seen this really fat handball player, El Gigante?
I mean,
why are we looking at Dancing on Ice?
Because look at
we're looking at Holly Willoughby.
I was going to say, look at Holly Willoughby. She's not wearing a bra.
Fucking slag.
I didn't even look. I just don't look there.
I reckon I could stick a pencil.
Hobbit, look at the last two I just put in. This great big fat guy that does handball.
Hemi, do I want to look at great big hand guy that does hand egg, or do I want to look at Holly Willoughby's?
Holly Willoughby.
You could stick a pencil in there and it wouldn't fall out.
You want to scroll down a bit, Hobbit?
All right, let's scroll down.
Did you see that Sasha Johnson got arrested? That fucking BLM bird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
She got arrested outside Downing Street or something.
Why are we so obsessed with the presenter not wearing a bra?
Because I can look at her tits, simple as. And
just go on deep fake.
Yeah, we like it. We like Holly Willoughby on this.
We are Willoughby respecters on this stream.
If you don't like it, you know where the door is.
Yeah, simple as, mate.
That's my line.
Yeah. We are the Holly
I'm going to grab another beer.
Love our Willoughbys. Eight trannies, simple as.
Yeah.
But also,
I'm going to grab another beer and maybe.
Yeah. Viewer said how she looked amazing in the designer gown, but also commented how booby she looked. She does look very booby.
Well, they don't call her Holly Willy Booby for nothing. Do they?
No. And you know what?
Willy and her boobies.
She's looking all right for 30-something. Oh, she's 39 years old. My God.
She's run out of eggs.
She's past the wall, but she's still looking.
She ain't, mate. She's had about fucking 5 kids, hasn't she?
I'll give her one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Have you seen the thing that all the women are
Marks
crying
out
about?
of 10, Hobbit.
What?
Marks out of 10, Hobbit.
Marks out of 10. I'll give her 1. That's it.
Yay!
Relish
Who
and
is
love
she
to her, and
anyway?
she says the
What's she
best thing.
famous?
I don't
She
know.
an actor or something?
I don't know who she is, Murph. I just think she's got a fantastic pair of knockers. Just let me have my simple pleasures, okay? I have to deal with pink news after this.
What's wrong? What's wrong with Holly Willoughby?
There's nothing wrong with Holly Willoughby. It's just a bit too old for Murph's liking. And oh, okay. There's also a video here about.
Oh, do you want some of Monty's Fulham in a
I just want to address this thing.
Put this one on. This might cheer.
Yeah. Okay. Where have you pasted it?
Central Stories at the
bottom. Oh, okay.
Put that one up. That'll be 25. I suppose she's still too
the
old.
Siachen Glacier feeds
Holy
into the
shit!
river
She's having sex with Paul Hollywood.
Okay.
Dirty bitch.
Oh, okay. So Murph said it's the Siachen Glacier.
The ex-girlfriend.
Right. Potential stories. Yeah, I'll look at that bit, but I just want to address something in this.
There's a couple of valleys here you need to look at first, I bet.
Okay, I want to address something in this story. There's a video here, and it's about this Danish cartoon about a man with a huge long penis, which he's
everyone and their fucking mother's seen that stuff.
Which he's ripped up an apple tree with, and he's using to beat some children to death with, which. I mean, it's kind of funny, but, it's just like, you've ripped up an apple tree with your penis and you're beating some children with it. So, fair enough. But, I mean...
This is why we should invade the Faroe Islands.
Yeah. I mean, the Danes still owe us for gold. What's it called? Count Dankula did a video about it, so he can get a copyright strike on his channel. Now... Some of Monty's Fulhams. Let's have a look at them. Let's get a face Fulhams. Like I said, I'm doing an extra because there's so much content this week, and I actually feel like doing it. So we'll do have a look at this. Who is she? 25-year-old ex-girlfriend.
Unity's confused. She said, "Am I confused? There is more than one Murph because I thought he was German."
She's saying that pissed me off.
What?
I didn't know there was a German
Murph. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
She's saying it because she knows that. Because I mean, I think she was one of the people that attacked me when I did that. You're either pro-British or
how about that, Murph? Is that more your speed than Holly Willoughby?
You're telling me
she's all right. I can't fancy people I don't know.
You're telling me Unity is a woman. Women's on my street.
He likes older men as well, Hobbit. You might stand a chance.
Username is Mitford. Mitford, as in Mitford sisters. Ergo, she's either a woman or a tring.
She's a cougar.
She says, I defo date an older guy again, but I defo put a cap on it this time. Well, what's your name? Summer Monty's Fulham. I am single, ready to mingle. Flossie's not got back on me yet, so yeah, I'm all right. Yeah. And yeah, you could take me on a holiday to Tenerife. I wouldn't mind that.
She's all right.
Yeah, checking her bra.
Okay, that picture, she knew what she was doing.
She's checking her bra still works. Yeah, it does. And,
that's... Come on.
Yeah.
This is what you get with this son.
Yeah.
Journalism.
But not. Can she cook
this
me
is the kind of journalism we're in favour of, isn't it?
Can she cook me a Sunday dinner? That's what.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I only fancy people that I know. And it's only happened once where I fancy someone that I don't know. And it's like, I need to know them. I need to
but there was that time you fancied a tranny. There was that time you fancied a tranny, Murph.
Yeah, but I knew her.
Wait, what?
Or is it?
Does that make it? I'm confused. Does that make it better?
You said that as if you're trying to use it to disprove my theory. I only fancy people I know.
I might be racist, but I've got a brown mate.
Yeah.
I've got loads. I live in London.
Oh dear, you poor guy.
Sorry to hear that, big man.
So, huge handball star Gucci has gone viral for his incredible size and skill, even the intention of NBA Shaquille O'Neal.
Representing Dr. Congo.
Wow, he can fly and he's big.
Let's hope for Harvey yet, isn't there?
Yeah, well, except Harvey's blind, so maybe there's not. Oh, we haven't even covered the Harvey news. You know, he's being put into care.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I
Sad though, isn't it?
yeah. Well, I was in the shop and I saw it was in the cover of the Sun, and it's like, I'm guessing, what's her name? She's been raped too many times. Where it's like, okay, you got to go and care now. You nearly
raped. Sorry, I stopped listening.
You nearly broke my hips last time, Harvey. You got to go into care. You can eat all the frozen pizzas.
Is that how her legs got broke? Was it? I'm fucking
Oh.
was gripping him a bit.
Are we talking about
tight,
that? That spaz called Harvey.
And Harvey's
Hello,
like,
you cunt.
Harvey's.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Love it.
Do you know Harvey's a fashion designer?
You're going to say
I was going to say it's a fashion.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was already going to say he's a national icon. I thought you were about to say he's a fashion.
Big mates with Tuller, apparently.
Yeah. Harvey's mum has PTSD. I was like, I think what was probably, it's like Harvey's crying. It's like, but
Probably can't tell the difference between them.
Harvey, last time you gave mum those special cuddles, you almost broke my hips. Anyway, it won't be so bad. It won't be so bad.
I thought she was in the wheelchair with a broken leg.
Oh God. It's like, but anyway, Harvey, it's silver lining. Oh, you can have all the frozen pizzas you want when you're in the care home.
Do you reckon she's left like a trail of pizzas to the big van, the big family, the two white men with the
Trapping in a cardboard box.
Oh, can you? Someone needs
piece of candy.
Piece
of candy.
Someone needs to somebody needs to film a video where Harvey gets like a freshly cooked pizza for the first time in his life. It's like, oh, I've only had it frozen before. You can't.
What? So she's putting Harvey into care.
Yeah, Harvey's going to go into care.
No, she needs that fucking. She needs that American History X treatment. If you have a fucking kid, you fucking raise it. No, seriously, if you have a kid,
she's not.
I'm not laughing at you.
On a serious note, before you get too excited, Nordic, she's sending him to some sort of college where they prepare him for the real world. Basically, she kind of admits that she's mollycoddled him too much, and now they've got to prepare him for real life, which she's fucking.
Well, I think that's better than just like keeping it secret. You know, as someone who's grown up, you know, with someone who has like special needs. You know, I think it's. You know, it's one thing I won't take the piss of someone for, because I think it's hard.
Oh no, but don't get me wrong. I'm not taking the piss out of Harvey. I thought it's genuinely funny when on Good Morning TV, and he's when bullies bully on the internet. Harvey, what do you say? Hello. What else?
Hello, you cunt.
No. He says hello, and then like Katie like coaxes him, and she's like,
Dragon Energy said. Katie Price did us a favour, biggest advert against race mixing ever.
Yeah. Fucking Ayatollah. This is the thing, Ayatollah. Have you not seen that?
Ayatollah might have a giant rape baby. You never know, do you?
The other thing is,
Ayatollah's kid will be eating frozen curries.
But Bayer Ray in the chat. Look, I can't read it out because I don't want to get it done. But it's better as a visual joke anyway. He's saying how many orderlies has Harvey acquainted himself with? Oh yeah. So, Jesus Christ, that's big.
Excuse me.
What?
I'm looking at Shaquille O'Neal. Oh no, that's not the guy. But Shaquille O'Neal is it? But it's next to US gymnast Simone Biles, who's 4'8".
Yeah.
And yeah, that's as tall as I am.
How tall's Shaq? Is he 7 foot?
7'1".
7'1".
Yeah,
the same height as me. I'm a little bit taller, but.
Yeah. Oh, you're Dutch, are you? Then why don't you fuck off back to the lowlands where you belong?
I'm not Dutch. I'm not Dutch. I'm 100% fucking English.
Why don't you go and euthanize some more babies?
Fucking understand. Well, I'm like a little bit Irish because my surname's Murphy, but other than that, I'm English completely.
Mate, anybody that's over 5'4"
Dutch.
Anybody that's over 5'4" is obviously a foreign and needs to go back to Belgium.
Man, let cope. You're a manlet.
What are you talking about? I'm a hobbit.
Do you live in Belgium? Why are you calling me Dutch? You live in Belgium.
That's a different country.
Why does everybody think you live in Belgium, Hobbit?
Because I live in Belgium, maybe. Maybe because I come from Belgium and I'm from
I think maybe you're leaning on the Belgian bit too hard because people are. I think you memed it into reality.
Belgium is just new game. Belgium is just the Netherlands new game plus. So don't go around calling me Dutch. I've never even been there. I've never even been to the Netherlands.
How much Edam can you fit up your bum?
Yeah. All right, Beanpole. Okay, Lanky. Tell us what the weather's like up there. So have we got time? We got time. There was another news story I saw in the Daily Mail, not Daily Mail, sorry, the Tory Graph, which I thought was important.
The Tory Graph has a thing where you can't read all the story, though, doesn't it?
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. So we'll see how far we can
see how
get.
you get on with it.
Well, no, the thing is, I quite like that because it means it's creative writing. When I can only read so much of the story, I can make up the rest about it myself.
You could use the AI dungeon and just generate the rest of it.
Oh, here we go.
Hey.
Wow, you put up a lot of stories after I did, Hemi. I didn't realise.
Oh yeah, I was just flicking through the paper.
Yeah, I didn't realise how busy the things have been. So we'll do this. And so statues and monuments given safeguard from baying mobs. So there you go. The community.
You've been betting again. Watch as Loose Horse and Rogue Swan cause chaos at Punchestown and take out another 4 horses halfway through the race. Which one of those 4 horses did you bet on?
I bet on all 4, mate. No, my lad, I bet on 4, and he fucking
spread bet. You spread bet on all 4 to make sure you got a win, did you?
Opening it in a private tab doesn't work. What if I do a private tab through Tor? Would that make a difference?
How about getting rid of your cookies, Hobbit?
Well, I'm in the private tab, so there won't be any cookies, will there?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wait, Hobbit's got cookies?
Yeah, I've got cookies. I've got stew as
You got
well.
enough for everyone, bro.
No, fuck off. There's not enough for the Polish cunts, and there's no. I've got no cookies for Dutch scum either. The Dutch are scum.
I agree.
Yeah.
Dooch.
Hey, did you know Faust was on Brutus's stream the other day, talking about how he likes killing babies?
That's a normal Dutch thing, though, isn't it?
Well, I know. I mean, it's like
was Iron Duke on? Was Iron Ducky on last night?
Yeah, he was as well. But
he's so quiet. He's so quiet. You just never know when he's on, do you? You see.
I think he mentioned
you just forget he's on there, don't you? He just shrinks into the background.
I think he mentioned he was in the army once, but he got away with it.
It's quite the mouse fart, mate.
Yeah.
Was Iron Ducky in the army? I never knew.
You'd be surprised.
I thought he was fishing chips to the Navy boys.
6 million cookies. Was
he on the SS Cod or something? Was he on it?
HMS Cod. Yeah.
HMS Cod.
Iron dinner lady.
Iron dinner lady.
So.
Now listen here, you.
So the community secretary has announced road names could also be saved from revisionist purge of Labour councils. So there's actually going to be a law to protect the statues.
Keyword being there could.
Could.
They won't fucking get round to it. Yeah.
No, but at the same time, vote for Tories, and you could get this law maybe possibly.
Yeah, we're not going to do it, and we're not do anything this term, but we'll do it all next term. Promise.
Oh yeah.
Got to vote for us.
So let's do some Dear Deirdres. I dread going to work as a shop because of all the COVID fights. No, I don't want to do chinky cough.
It's a COVID fight club.
I don't want to do chinky cough.
Oh
stories.
shit! What about this one? I'm only staying with my rich boyfriend until my ex gets a job.
Where's that? I'm only staying with my rich boyfriend until my ex gets a job. Cunts. Shall we read it?
Women like this.
Long shot. My long-distance boyfriend has changed his mind about moving in with me. So, wow.
I did that once.
Dear Deirdre, for the past 5 years, I've been in a long-distance... Dear Deirdre, for the past 5 years...
I love that. That name just makes me think of that one Python sketch. So
yeah. For the past 5 years, I've been in a long-distance relationship. My boyfriend lives in Wales while I'm in Kent. We usually see each other every month, but... Ching Chong Chinky Car from Ching Chong Chinky Land means it's just been a couple of times in a year. Our plan was for him to move in with me this year, but now he says he doesn't want to be a burden.
Oh, based. My wife starts drinking from 3 p.m. every day and passes out by 9 p.m. based.
Brilliant.
Oh, it sounds like me mum.
I mean,
yeah, never gets fucking nagged at. What's the dude's problem?
So you're telling me after 9 p.m. it's my time? Great. Yeah. Is your drink? I'll put some Nitol in it as well for you. Oh, there's darling. He is 49 and he has been pretty poorly this past year. Not with ching chong chinky cough. He is worried that might not get a job and that I would end up paying all the bills. I'm a woman of 48 and he's the love of my life, but he's so proud he just won't discuss the move with me. Deirdre says.
Bruce has been writing in again. Which penis enlargement medicine is the best on the internet?
And is there any medicine or creams I can use to shrink my penis?
I would love to find a woman to put in a cage, but I'm afraid any woman will be disappointed when she sees how small my penis is. That's why I have to keep talking about putting women in cages all the time.
Deirdre says, you do really need to talk to him again and explain how you are feeling. If he still resists, there may be something else holding him back. Is there potentially some hidden issue that is stopping him from committing to you and your relationship? I'm sending you my leaflet. You need to die, scum. Hopefully reading that will make you realise that you need to quit Minecraft in Minecraft.
Fucking hell, how many letters a week does Brutus write in? I'm crazy about my girlfriend, but I only last 40 seconds max when we have sex.
God, I wish
he's back with the letters to Deirdre, Jesus.
Wish I could last
like
that.
a marathon.
I was going to say, I wish I could last that long. 40 seconds is impressive.
Oh shit, no, that can't be Brutus because he's got a girlfriend.
Oh, here we go. Dear Deirdre, I'm having secret sex with a fit guy who works for my boyfriend. Dear Deirdre, she says again, I've been having secret sex with a guy who works for my boyfriend.
Said it twice.
It's amazing how these letters, they'll put a headline and they'll repeat it again. I'm a woman of 28 and my boyfriend's 35. We've been together for 6 years and he's one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. So that's why I'm fucking somebody else, because I'm a cunt. The downside is our sex life is almost non-existent and is really tame. My boyfriend...
Really?
Yeah. My boyfriend owns a gardening business. Caber, is this you? And his mate works for him. No, it's this girl. She's cheating on Caber with girl. His friend is 32.
Oh, Sonny is.
Yeah.
My attendant son.
His friend is 32 and I've always got on with him. But last summer, our friendship turned to something else. After 48 bottles of Vimtor, cheeky Vimtor, he fucked me. My boyfriend's business has been going well until he slipped on the kitchen floor and seriously injured his back. He was in hospital for 2 weeks and needed surgery while I helped an employee run a business. I was full, Lord, so it gave me something to do, rather than worrying about my boyfriend. My relationship with his friend intensified as we got to know his willy and my bum. We had the same ideas about how things should be done, and I really enjoyed working as a team with him. One beautiful day we were working in a stunning garden, and the atmosphere between us was electric, and he says, "Are you a slag? You can fit things up my bum if you really want." We worked.
How many pebbles can you fit up your bum?
We worked with one other colleague, and the two of us just about managed to keep a lid on our sexual chemistry. By the end of time, we managed to keep a lid on our sexual chemistry. But at the end of the day, this man gave me a lift home, and we couldn't resist one another. We ended up passionately putting his willy in my willy bum pickup truck. Since then, I've regularly visited his home for sexual congress.
It looks like it's a like you have like homes for old people. It looks like it's like a home for sex. Like it's not his home; it's a home for sex.
Oh, can I say I did a social faux pas the other day. You know how I quite like archaic turns of phrase, and
that was a shit joke on my part then.
Yes. Sorry, I was.
How about this one? My boyfriend doesn't like having sex with me because I got banned by Santander. He's turned to watching porn instead because he's uncomfortable with my weight. He's turned to watching porn instead. I'm 33 and he's a bit younger. I would say I'm only a little overweight, but I'm trying to do something about it. But all my bank statements have gravy on them. Plus, I have blonde hair. He keeps searching for girls with dark hair. And his internet history is teen stepsisters.
Why is
daughters
it
with
everybody writes
black
to?
hair.
Why is it everybody writes to Deirdre's Laura Towler? I mean, I'm sure. All right, I want to tell this anecdote, and it is the problem with the online dating stuff, and you should probably read before you. So I was flirting with somebody, and I mentioned about an act of Congress because I was trying to use a polite term for fancy a fuck love, and an act of Congress. Engaging in Congress means, you know, copulating. And then she's like, oh, don't talk to me about politics. My country's this, this, and that. And then eventually it came out she's like Argentinian and they've got like hyperinflation. And it's the opposite. Like all the businesses are opening, but no one's producing anything. So all the shops are empty. And I was just like, okay, I actually just wanted
I think I found out Brutus's name. Deirdre's photo casebook. Alexander's wife grows suspicious over his visits to see a hooker.
Oh, so anyway, Trans says, I don't want to lose either man, but I think I'm in love with this new guy. However, I don't think my deep feelings for him are fully reciprocated. And in Deirdre...
Do you know the in Utah you can have more than one wife? Does it work both ways? Can a woman have more than one husband?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I don't think so, actually.
Who would
I was going to say move to Utah, but...
Yeah.
But if you're a woman, it doesn't work.
They actually stopped that. They say it's bigamy, but the thing is, the Muslims do it all the time. So I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is, I know it's not legal, but they do it anyway. And besides, it's probably going to be legalized very shortly anyway.
Yeah. So is it? What is their partnership?
What the fuck? I felt physically sick when my gay brother confessed to having feelings for me.
Holy...
Mitt Romney has multiple wives.
Oh, what? So incest? Do you want to do incest or do you want to do Mark Collett? Because Mark Collett is featured in this Dear Deirdre.
Oh, what have you found then?
Horrible man. So this is Swazi Tits writing into Deirdre. My partner shaved off his hair during lockdown to reveal a Nazi tattoo, like the one I've got on my tits. It doesn't surprise me. I'm quickly discovering he's not a nice man. I watched Young Nazi and Proud with him, where he's talking about how he likes to see people suffer, and he's quite happy to drive someone to suicide, but yet he wasn't able to get these goddamn Christ-killing... I'm still on the air, I can't say that. He can't get these troublesome so-and-sos to... He can't get these bicycles out of his living room. He drinks way too much Red Bull, and when he does, he gets aggressive and starts reading super chats over and over. He's 40.
I found another one. It's I've never had a complaints about my height, but now I'm wondering if I do now. Oh, come on, Marky C, just pull it together, pal.
He's 41 years old.
I am a young single, good-looking man, and I've never had a
Stop
problem with the
interrupting, please,
opposite
Hemi.
sex. What?
That's all right. He's allowed to. I do it the same to him. It's because he's my mate. Yeah.
I want to fucking get on with the story.
Pipe down and listen. We shall tell you a story. Is Mark Collett 41 years old? He's 41 and I'm 35. I just want a nice, quiet life where we watch The Greatest Story Never Told together whilst raising up our 14 children. But his drunk mood swings make me walk on eggshells, especially when he says, "Not now, love, I'm live streaming to save the white race." He was on his 14th can of diluted Red Bull last night when he said I should find somewhere else to live because he called me a skank. He accused me of having an affair with no white guilt. That's a new one on me. No white guilt lives in another country. I want him to stop being mean to me and stop calling me Swazi Tits by my back, pretending I can't hear him. But I'm significantly taller than he is, and my hearing is exceptional. Deirdre says, "This is a very damaging environment for your children. Plus, the name-calling and aggression will soon take a toll on your self-esteem and well-being. You should be proud of being Swazi Tits. Get out there and start promoting UKIP again." Sorry?
It says his tattoo is deeply concerning. What is the tattoo? I think I missed that bit.
Swazi, I think.
It doesn't say what the tattoo is. It just says reveals a Nazi tattoo.
It's a picture of
hang on. Can I go to the top again?
Oh, no. Capstan.
Go to the top again.
Hang on.
My partner shaved. I thought. It's not obvious. How long has she been with him? Has she only just? I mean, how do you be with they say they've got kids, but I don't know if it's just her kids from a previous thing. Their kid. If they've got kids and she's been with him a while and she never found out he has a Nazi, quote-unquote Nazi tattoo, it might just be like...
Hey, they printed my letter out. Too big. My girlfriend finds sex uncomfortable because my penis is 7.5 inches long.
Yeah.
My girlfriend and I get on great. The only issue she finds sex uncomfortable, struggles with the size of my penis. Let's see what Deirdre says back to me. She said, "You must remember that porn videos are acted and shot at special angles rather than being true to life. You are on the large side of average, but it shouldn't cause lasting problems as long as you are a sensitive lover and take care that your girlfriend is fully aroused before sex." I want to know what
she's not the boss of
Deirdre.
Well,
thanks, Deirdre.
Murph, the thing with Deirdre you have to understand is it's a contrived piece of fiction. It's modern day parables, which is supposed to help.
Is it not real?
No, it's a parable. It's supposed to tell people stories, what might relate to their life, but it's written in such a way that they'll go, "Oh yeah, stuff like that happens in my life," and it's all like.
Are there people that actually write in though?
I mean, I'm sure people do write in, and maybe
because if you didn't tell me that, I would have thought this is a real.
I mean, the fact is, when people write in, they're basically giving content suggestions for the Dear Deirdre editorial stuff. But
I wouldn't do that.
I mean, here's an example.
I'd do it, but I'd post.
Here's an example, right? I mean, this is edited incorrectly, right? It says porn problem. No, the real thing is fat problem. I'm fat. My boyfriend can't get it up when having sex with me. He's turned to porn. And then Deirdre says, "Lose some weight, eat less cake, do more exercise, you fat slag." Simple as.
Deirdre's based then.
Yeah, it's a very simple story. Family friction. My stepson smokes weed and spits all over our driveway, and neighbours
Deirdre
complain.
should run for patriotic alternative.
Oh, so here's one where it's we are both 47 years old and have been married for 10 years. My wife has this son from a previous relationship. He's now 25. We live in a one-bedroomed flat, and it's a bit too cosy since her son moved in with us 6 months ago. It was meant to be temporary after he split up with his girlfriend, but he shows no signs of going anywhere. I can only cope with sharing our tiny flat, but I can't stand him smoking marijuana every evening, and now it stinks out our home.
He's 12?
He hangs out of the window and spits down onto the drive. It's disgusting, and understandably. Well, in that case, he's getting it too hot then. I mean, if
I did the maths wrong.
If you get it so hot that the smoke causes your tongue to start watering and you're spitting, then it's too hot. I mean, any pipe smoker will tell you that, as well as so he's probably smoking really quickly because he's like, "Oh yeah, my stepdad doesn't like me doing this, so let's get it over with quickly." It's disgusting, and understandably our neighbours are complaining about it. Surely it's my wife's job to sort him out. Deirdre says, "Now your stepson is a man. Your wife probably feels unsure, even worried about tackling him. Tell your wife you will support her. But as a united front..."
Hobbit, I've just seen all over 18s to be offered COVID vaccine by...
This issue in particular, the weed smoking, it hits close to home. I had a similar situation. I had a brief period of time. I had a stepbrother who had a really, really bad problem with it.
Is it battery with a deadly weapon if you do it with a 7-incher?
7-inch what?
Based on what?
Penis.
Oh, is it?
Can't say penis. We're live, Hemi. We're live. You can't say that word.
Don't say fuck or bugger.
Fuck or bugger. We can't say it.
Yeah, that's it. We're live. Don't say fuck.
I want to see that fit bird at the bottom.
Oh, what, this one?
Yeah.
But anyway, this is good news, right? Okay, and Deirdre's got a very simple answer for this. So, hang on, it's a bloke. Dear Deirdre, I worry I'm not satisfying my wife in the bedroom.
Why are they all northern?
I simply can't last.
Because he's like Mark Collett, he hates the working class.
Yes.
Specifically.
I simply can't. What are you implying that all Northerners are working class? I happen to know a lot of them are dull scum. I simply can't.
I've never ever heard of a Northerner who is not working class.
Neither have I, to be honest.
Well, I
They're
know.
all, everyone there is poor. Everyone in the north is poor.
Owen Jones puts on that accent to pretend he's
The
working
entire
class
north is
Northerner.
poor. That's just
Gabriel's
north is
not
poor,
is
south
middle class. I know quite a lot. I know quite a lot of middle class Northerners.
I bet Gabriel even gets.
I don't believe you.
To have a piss, doesn't he?
All right.
What's his middle class?
I'll have you know, some of my best mates are Northerners, so there. So
I have a friend who's from the north. He went to a BNP rally when he was
My best mate's up north as well, mate. He's from fucking Birmingham.
Oh, what's her name? English Rose. Is it English Rose? She's working class. She's a middle class.
Mm.
The white
They got an outside toilet, haven't they?
The drunk one.
So
is that really? That's the thing. That's the thing about the north. If you are, richer than the average person, you're still living in the fucking 19th century. You have a fucking outdoor toilet.
Mate, I have someone flush my toilet for me.
That's why I like Samuel Smith's
How could anyone follow you into the toilet, Scuggy? Jesus Christ, that's danger money, isn't it?
So anyway, she never complains
like
as an
a-
attentive
like a
lover to me.
hazmat suit.
I am now 60, while she is 50, and I love her so much. Sex is not frequent as it used to be, and we're not as adventurous as once were either.
Those two in that picture are not 60 and 50.
Well, photograph used as reference. And
Why didn't they use a photo with an old couple?
Because that'd be disgusting. Mainly because we don't have the same energy these
Old
days.
people aren't disgusting.
Yes, they are. That said, I never used to have a problem
old people, we wouldn't
with
have
sex,
Brexit.
and I could go on for a good while until my wife was near to reaching climax. Now it's all over very quickly for me.
Old people gave birth to Mark Collett.
Although she never complains, I feel like I might be failing her. What can I do to get things back on track?
Deirdre just says, just stuff yourself with Viagra.
Deirdre says...
Get some Viagra. Do an 8-ball with Viagra and cocaine.
Deirdre says, she says, look, it's very simple. God saw fit that you can't reproduce without the man having an orgasm, but didn't see that it was important for the woman to have one. What does that tell you about God? Yeah. So
God.
That's it. So the thing is, we got 20 minutes.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. There is an Old Testament. There's an Old Testament story where an old couple. It's like Jesus is like they're like, oh, we want a kid, but we just can't have it.
Jesus is in the Old Testament.
No, he wasn't in the Old Testament. So you're talking out your ass again.
Have you seen what Byray said in the chat? He said, old people are in fact disgusting. Look at how Diana Rigg aged.
No. When I was in year 4,
I
went to a Church of England school.
No.
They showed a cartoon.
I loved Diana Rigg when she was younger.
And Jesus fucking gives them. He just fucking like.
Is Murph doing an Iron Duke? Is he just like ranting on and not listening to anyone? Is that what?
It's because you guys aren't listening to me. I'm not going to listen to you if you're not listening to me.
Yeah.
I'm telling a Jesus story.
He's gone to the Iron Duke school of broadcasting, hasn't he?
He's telling me a Jesus story, but I'm right. He's saying it's in the Old Testament, and he saw evidence of it in his church. Well, I'll have you know, because I know a little bit about Christianity, Beth.
Not too much, because Nilex.
Yeah, that's it. But I know that one of the defining characteristics, like, where would you say the New Testament begin? The New Testament begins with the birth of Jesus, and the Old Testament.
Don't ever fucking mute me again.
Yeah.
Okay then. Somebody else will mute you then. Sorry, mate, but. The New Testament starts. The New Testament starts.
Where did this guy come from? He's getting triggered by everything, man. Fuck me.
He asked sexual advice of
I like that. Iron Death. I like that.
He's our mate. He comes in now and then, and he's always giving us good content. But the fact is, if I'm actually doing all right. You should have come in last week. I couldn't be bothered to do anything. I was just playing Minecraft.
You need to send me a message. If you ever need content, drop me a message because I have this server muted, so you have to DM me.
Oh, okay.
Why have you muted the server, Murph?
Yeah.
Because
what, you're saying it's not...
Stuff. I can't remember. At some point, I muted the server probably because something was going on that I didn't care about, and I just never unmuted it.
Oh, that's because we put here a lot, and then Murph goes, "Who hated me? Who hated me?"
That's why. That's why. Yeah, that's why.
Murph goes, "Who hated me? Who hated me?"
Yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting. So I was trying to avoid it with the BBC Pigeon thing, but now look at what's in Pink News. Ugandan President Museveni wins 6th consecutive term after campaign marred by homophobia and violence.
Here's something about this though.
Yeah.
So Pink News, because the whole thing is it's from like a gay perspective, right?
Mm.
Ugandan president. So the whole thing is this Ugandan president, this corrupt Ugandan president, is one, and he's homophobic. That's the stance they're going to take. Pink News. I can't slate him for that because that's the whole thing about.
Yeah.
Who did he run against? I bet the person he ran against was also a massive fucking homophobe and also would have had fucking homosexuals fucking count.
Well, that's what you call a win-win for Pink News because whoever wins, they can do the same
whoever comes out on top, they can be like this homophobic leader as one. And it's
shall we have a look at the article and see what it's like? Because I bet it's going to be the same. Oh, okay. Then Skuggy says no, so we're not going to do it. Let's look at Baby
I
Yoda.
want to see the gay perspective
All
of
right.
Ugandan elections of 2021.
I can just imagine they had this article pre-written, and whoever won it, they just put the insert name here. So the incumbent president of Uganda, insert name here, has won his 6th consecutive term after making an election campaign marred by aggressive homophobic rhetoric. On Saturday, the 16th of January, insert name here was once again declared the winner of the presidential election with 58.64% of the vote.
Is Baby Yoda gay?
Well, I wanted to
Baby
find out.
Yoda's not gay.
But
He's a baby, you nonce.
But
no, he's gay.
Well, I just saw a picture of Baby Yoda flashing.
Well, that's why I was going to read that article, but Murph said this is important, so we've got to cover the news other far right neo-Nazis won't cover. So he has ruled over Uganda since 1986. His main opposition, the former star Bobby Wine, was dogged by rumours of homosexuality and funding from homosexual groups, after insert name here appointed him as an agent of foreign interests who promoted LGBT+, the plus stands for paedophile, rights. He gets quite a lot of encouragement for foreigners and homosexuals, insert name here was reported saying in an interview days before the election. Homosexuals are very happy with Bobby Wine. I think they even send him support.
Bobby Wine is the opposition, isn't he?
Yeah. Homosexuality...
Well, he's still not going to legalise it, is he?
Yeah, homosexuality became a hot-button issue in the East African country as insert name here continued ramping up the homophobic rhetoric, describing gay people as the Itapupu and blaming the deadly political protests on groups funded by foreign LGBT+.
Let me scream.
Yeah, the plus stands for paedophile. So, I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, the CIA is basically like, we will install homophobia in your country. The CIA is going and installing homophobia in your country.
Homosexual.
Yeah, well, they're saying homophobic homosexuals in your country. Now, we have a problem of social imperialism for some parts of the world towards Africa. 76.
Oh, he's right.
Yeah. Homosexuals are not new to Africa. Niggas always be kissing. But we have a different view of them. We think they are deviants. They are people who are deviated from the normal. No lies detected. They are not killed, but they are not hanged. But they are not persecuted, but we don't promote them. We don't promote and flaunt homosexuality if it's an alternative way of life. Okay.
That's how it should be.
Contrary to insert names claims, LGBT+, the plus stands for paedophile, people are routinely killed, harassed and persecuted in Uganda.
Got a joke about that I'll tell later.
Which is among the most... Oh, yeah, everyone likes paedophile jokes. Which is amongst the most homophobic countries in the world. Wait a minute, I thought Britain and the United States are the most homophobic countries. What? You're telling me these...
Losing our rank.
You're telling me these beautifully...
Pink News told me that we were the most homophobic country ever.
So you're telling me these beautifully diverse African countries are actually out-competing us in homophobia? Maybe we need to
up our game then.
maybe we need more Ugandans. That's it. The scapegoating of the LGBT+, the plus stands for beautiful, community led to advocacy groups reporting increased harassment, while many queer Ugandans said they were afraid to go out and vote. Tensions grew so much that the UN
Hang on, isn't queer a slur?
not when they use it. No, you can only say queer with an A. They can say queer with a hard R. So, so
hang on. So if I call people queer, it's not like offensive anymore.
Well, it depends if you're a queer. If you're a queer, it's not
So
offensive.
when the gay guy moves back into my flat, if I go, "You're right, queer,"
No,
that's like fine.
You have to say queer because you can't say queer with a hard. Yeah, you can't
queer.
Yeah, queer. You could have called him a queer, but you can't call him a queer. That's with a hard R. That's their word. Tensions grew so much that the UN was forced to issue a call for LGBT+, the plus stands for beautiful, Ugandans to be treated with respect and dignity, fearing that increased vilification could worsen violence and reduce access to AIDS treatment. Using offensive language that describes LGBT+, the plus stands for beautiful, as deviant is simply wrong, said Winnie, insert name here because that's not a real name, head of UNAIDS. Oh,
UNAIDS.
Yeah, UNAIDS. Stigma and discrimination.
UNAIDS.
Yeah. Stigma and discrimination based on sexual orientation violates rights and keeps people away from HIV. Oh, okay.
Topical.
Yeah.
UNAIDS.
Yeah, so if you're mean to people, it keeps them away from the HIV. Unfortunately, with insert name here extending his 36-year hold over the country, the hopes of progress looks poor for LGBT+, the plus sons of paedophile Ugandans. So there we go. There's the BBC Pigeon, but covered from the Pink News angle. Now let's look at Baby Yoda, shall we? Let's have a look.
LGBT plus.
Yes. The plus stands for
a lot of people, because I've had a fair few scandals, regarding the LGBT plus.
The plus
a lot of people go, Murph, are you LGBT plus? I go, yeah, I'm LGBT USMC, specifically the USMC part. US Marine, hoorah!
So you're saying so works in the Marines as a choir in the Marines. Yes, but it's a really good shot. Yes, but it does work for the Marines. Oh, yes, it's choir. Baby Yoda has apparently become an LGBT+, the plus stands for paedophile, icon in Mexico.
That stands for US Marine Corps.
Why?
Hoorah!
Probably because they like the Baby Yoda butt plugs in Mexico.
Probably because it's a baby.
Well, that's it.
Babies, aren't they?
Well, I mean, the plus...
Do they have homosexuals in Mexico?
Yes, they do.
I know there's a lot in the Philippines, but...
Yes. Well, so the fact is, yes, they like babies because the plus stands for paedophile. I mean, you know this thing where I say the plus stands for paedophile? You know why I'm doing that? Because they don't want to mention that the plus is a P.
Oh, fuck. I just read, what I can see of the article, and it's pretty bad. I'm going to predict, I think they're going to replace Jesus with Baby Yoda.
So
I think that's where it's going.
It became an LGBT plus icon, the plus stands paedophile, after he replaced the baby Jesus in a festive cake. Yes, you read that correctly. Baby Yoda has fast become a pop culture phenomenon.
I didn't see that bit. I was looking at the small text. Oh, I feel like
maybe Muppet. I shall read this article and we'll find out together, and the audience will find out as well. Because the audience are saying, Hobbit, can you read this article, please? I shall. He first appeared in Star Wars The Mandalorian in 2019, and now is a bona fide choir icon after he got on the wrong side of religious conservatives in Mexico. The character, officially named Grogu, or the Child, has been adopted by
Grogu.
The LGBT+, the plus stands for beautiful, community after a restaurant in Mexico City decided to reinvent a traditional cake called Roscadillas. The cake is usually baked with a small figurine of the baby Jesus inside, and it's generally eaten on the Catholic holiday of the Epiphany on the January the 6th. But Crano Foods in Mexico City replaced the figurine of Christ with a model of Baby Yoda instead. Aww. And some Catholics were not impressed. So
I mean, that's heresy. Catholicism's heresy by itself, but this is like a heresy within a heresy.
Well,
double heresy.
Mexicans.
And two heresies don't make a righteousness.
The problem is they claim Mexico's Catholic, but it's like, yeah, but you're still doing the Aztecs child sacrifice thing, but you just put like a Catholic coat on top of it, so
I think it's fun.
It's still the.
I think what the Mexicans do is fun.
It's still the the Aztec blood sacrifice shit.
Yeah, but they don't actually kill people. It's all right.
Well, apart from
there's nothing wrong with some
Murph, why are you
some
talking
culture.
shit? I mean, they do skin people alive and put their heads on spikes. It's just now
Yeah,
they're
but
saying
that's not for religious reasons. That's because of the cartel.
So you're telling me like the drug cartels when they skin someone alive? Yeah, but they're not doing it religiously because they're not doing it on top of the ancient step pyramids.
I'm not saying it's all right. What I'm saying is that's not part of the culture. That's not every fucking Mexican like sees that. Goes, yeah, I mean, I think even people fucking doing it are like, this is fucking shit.
I mean,
the
culture and religion are the same difference. I mean, no one can say.
No, but what I'm saying is, killing people isn't part of the culture of Mexico.
Yes, it is.
I mean, some would argue it is, but like,
it's their religion and their culture. It's like the Mexicans love death. They celebrate death in all its form. I mean, they have the Day of the Dead.
I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I don't have a problem with that. It's different parts of Catholicism I have a problem with, but in terms of stuff like, it's just a bit of fun.
So anyway,
stop being a buzzkill.
Let's get through this article. Oh, I'm sorry for being Captain Sensible and steering this my show on the course it should be. This show, my show. So yeah. So
Murphy's the captain now.
Yeah. So he insisted.
Whenever I fucking come on this show, it becomes my show.
Right. Yeah. So
I'm a goddamn enigma.
So anyway. Baby Yoda is now considered an LGBT plus icon. The plus stands for pedophile. He insisted the cake should be about meeting the Christ child, the child Jesus, remembering and appreciating the story of the gospel, not simply having fun, eating the bread, and finding your favourite character within it. One person, Hank Fleet, explained the backlash on Tumblr. Oh, is Tumblr still around? Writing that conservative groups in Mexico were extremely upset as people replaced the baby Jesus with the baby Yoda. They added, so now Baby Yoda is considered an LGBT plus, the plus stands for pedophile icon for making a famous, furious those conservative homophobic people. Twitter has gone into meltdown with the news that Baby Yoda is now an LGBT plus, the plus stands for pedophile icon, with many welcoming the character as a symbol of the community. So yeah, they're all celebrating by shoving Baby Yoda up their ass.
How fucking soy can you get? Literally replacing fucking baby Jesus with baby Yoda. Can you get any more soy, honestly? Fuck.
So there's a lot of people on Twitter saying how great it is. And
Baby Yoda becoming an LGBT icon was not something I expected. Yeah, it is. Only gay people watch that fucking
yes.
So, I've got a million listener show idea. Murph and Iron Duke.
I think I've only spoken with Iron Duke when he's been in chat. I don't think I've actually spoken with him voice to voice.
Well, get in touch with Brutus. I'm sure he'll get you on the show with him.
Well, you sound very similar. You sound very similar, Murph, because I feel like telling you to shut the fuck up as well.
Murph, shut up.
Yeah, Murph.
Shut up, Murph.
You guys are jealous. You hate me because you hate me.
You see, that's the problem, Murph. There's no moderation. You come in once every 6 months and you try to get through 6 months of content in 2 hours. You just can't do it. If you come in, if you come in and say like,
people invited me onto shows, I would go on them.
You should come on like once a month. You come on and we'll do the Murph's half hour. Like Hancock, but it'll be Murph instead, and it'll be great. So now all we need is for someone to recreate the pride flag with Baby Yoda emblazoned upon it. The Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2, which feature on Baby Yoda, are available to stream on Disney Plus. The plus stands for pedophile. The article contains affiliate links. Yeah, okay. So,
yeah, I've just noticed in the chat, Brutus has gone live.
Yeah.
BB7 Casino Royale Ian Furman.
Oh,
he's reading books. Yeah.
What's BB7?
Oh, all right. We got 4 minutes.
Book club, isn't it?
All right, Nordic
he's
Hemi.
book club,
We got 2 articles. We've got one about how the fat bitch from that Star Trek show says that she's queer and proud. Or this story, I'm lesbian and I love getting my rocks off to gay male porn. Here's one which other lesbians do too.
Can't we just look at pictures of Christine McGuinness instead in her lingerie?
I've heard that weird thing before, that lesbians like gay male porn for some reason.
I've heard that.
I hope you get locked in the toilet.
I've heard...
Because they want to see as many cocks as possible.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Lesbians gag cock, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This artist is proving you could be disabled, queer, and sexually active, one powerful illustration at a time. Yeah, I had this thing like in Japan, like most of the gay pornography is drawn by women, and it's for women. I was like, I'm sorry, what? I don't get that. I don't. So I'm really.
Didn't they do some sort of experiment where they found that like gay brains are like gay male brains are wired up like women's brains? They do a lot of the similar things that gays do.
Okay.
That's super popular, isn't it?
So,
women.
Lesbian. So, podcaster, screenwriter, and queer lifestyle writer, and loud, proud lesbian Jennifer Nine Lee has been getting off to gay male porn since her teenage years, and she's convinced other lesbians do the same for a number of reasons. She explains why. I hold my breath. I listen with my left ear pressed to my bedroom door as my parents leave the kitchen and walk down the hall to their room. If it's still go time, I turn my bedroom TV to a random DVR, record an episode of Parks and Recreation. Doesn't matter which one, it's all red herring. I grab my iPod and earbuds and slide under the soundproof pile of blankets arranged on my bed. My heart races. I place one earbud in my left ear.
Oh, how about this then, Hobbit? Let's change tack. Do you want to do this one instead? Gay brains structured like those of the opposite sex.
Okay, yeah, let's do that because I'm not sure I want to listen
the new
to.
Scientist.
Yeah, I don't want to listen.
Potential stories.
Gay lesbian fan fiction where she talks about flicking.
We'll try and get Top Cat back on side.
Yeah, flicking a bean to gay niggers from outer space, which, by the way, you can watch on YouTube the entire movie from 1992, Gay Niggers from Outer Space, where these niggers that are gay from outer space come down to Earth to make all the niggers gay, and it's a beautiful story. It won numerous awards, and it's truly it's a cult classic. So brain scans.
Paste that properly, Hobbit. That's right, you pasted it.
Yeah. Brain scans have provided the most compelling evidence yet that being gay or straight is biologically fixed trait. But I thought it was choice. No, anyway, the scans reveal that in gay people, key structures of the brain governing.
It's not a choice.
Oh, okay. Governing emotion, mood, anxiety, and aggressiveness resemble those of straight people of the opposite sex. The differences are likely to have been forged in the womb or in early infancy, says Ivanka Savic, who conducted a story of the Karolinska Institute, Stockholm, Sweden. This is a most in the past measure so far.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, she has.
Stockholm syndrome.
That's it. This is the most robust measure so far. Cerebral differences between homosexual and heterosexual subjects, she says. Previous studies have also shown differences in brain arc. Does
BBC mean Brutus Book Club? It's called it BB7. It's Brutus Book 7. I'm sure it should be BBC 7.
In brain architecture and activity between gay and straight people, but most relied on people's responses to sexually driven cues that could be learned, such as rating the attractiveness of male or female faces. To get round this, Savic and her colleague Per Lindestrom chose to measure brain parameters likely to have been fixed at birth. That was the whole point of the study, to show parameters that differ but couldn't be altered by learning or cognitive process, says Savic. First, they used MRI scans to find out the overall volume and shapes of brains of the group of 90 volunteers, consisting of 25 heterosexuals and 20 homosexuals of each gender. The results showed that straight men had asymmetric brains, with the right hemisphere slightly larger, and gay women also had this asymmetry. Gay men, meanwhile, had symmetrical brains like those of straight women. The team next used positron emission tomography scans to measure. Hey, this was a thing. My dad was saying, there's no way they can be using positrons in nuclear medicine. That's antimatter. It causes a massive explosion. And I said, well, okay, look at this machine there. What's that? It says positron. Yeah. It's like, how are they producing positrons then? They're producing it with particle accelerators. But anyway, this was a thing. So we were talking about the destruction.
Does that mean they can be Ghostbusters then?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, by the way, did you hear that in the inauguration they've employed the Ghostbusters team to be amongst the security? Do you know why? Well, the reason they're employing Ghostbusters is they're worried that the ghosts might get angry. You know, the ones that vote for Joe Biden. So they need Ghostbusters on the scene to keep a handle on it. So the results show, the team used the PET scans to measure blood flow to the amygdala, part of the brain that governs fear and aggression.
I think that tickled Murph, that one.
Yeah.
That was a good one, that was, mate. That was a good one. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Yeah. I mean, there's just it's like, you know, there's throwaway jokes there. They're good. Those ones.
Yeah.
So
give yourself a double pat on the back, Hobbit.
Well, I would do, but we're 2 minutes over time. Well, actually, we're 62 minutes over time. So let's get through this article. Gay men, meanwhile, had symmetrical brains. Yeah, we've done that. PET scans reveal the amygdala connect to the two parts of the brain, giving clues how this might influence behaviour. Depression link. They found patterns of connectivity in gay men match those of straight women and vice versa. In straight women and gay men, the connections are mainly into regions of the brain that manifest fear as intense anxiety. The regions involve phobia, anxiety, and depression overlap with the pattern we've seen from the amygdala. This is significant, she says, and fits with the data showing that women are 3 times as likely as men to suffer from mood disorders or depression. Gay men have higher rates of depression too, she says, but it's difficult to know whether this is down to biology, homophobia, or simply feelings of being different. And straight men and lesbians... Oh, this is her talking.
Or having your fucking guts falling out your ass. That might have something to do.
That might put a bummer on things. In straight men and lesbians, the amygdala fed its signals mainly to the sensorial motor cortex and the striatum, regions of the brain that trigger fight or flight response. It's more action-related response than in women. Striking differences. This study demonstrates that homosexuals of both sexes show strong cross-sex shifts in brain symmetry, says Krazi Lachman, a leading researcher on sexual orientation at Queen Mary College, University of London, UK. The connectivity differences reported in the amygdala are striking. Paradoxically, it's more informative to look at things that have no direct connection with sexual orientation, and that's where this study scores, said Simon LeVay, a prominent US author in 1991 reported finding... Yeah, Simon LeVay. Yeah, it's actually LeVay, Levay, and he's got 2 capitals.
Like Anton Oivay that started the Church of Satan. Yeah.
That's what I just said.
Yeah,
you fucking serpent.
Yeah, listen to.
Oh, interdimensional scene. Stuart Lizard said, "I've just joined. Please redo the whole stream, thanks."
Not to worry, interdimensional. In a couple of seconds, you can hit the refresh button, and it will do it all for you. Perfect, all the jokes in it and everything. But the Savick and you'll get to hear one of my exclusive unreleased songs. But as Savick herself acknowledges, the study can't say whether the brain difference is inherited or result from abnormally high or low exposure to the womb to sex hormones such as testosterone. That's the show. Fuck off now.
See ya.
Bye.